Hello everyone. I'm gonna just do my usual advertising of the stream. And if mods or admins or anything get onto this, I'm gonna be heavily moderating the chat, so I just want that to be clear. I just need people in here, and then I'm able to like actually have a proper stream. Wait, Saucy. Who's Saucy? I've got my stream open. Because I do want to genuinely have an open discussion about this, because it is an issue. The fact that what feels like each week now there's a devolvement into an argument over the economy, the state of it, and all that sort of stuff. I feel like someone needs to actually have an open discussion with people about it. Okay. No, I just don't know people's names on YouTube because they're not always the same. But yeah, if you know anyone else that is passionate about the economy and is on right now, I'd highly recommend you get them to join the stream, because I'll just sort of wait for people to get in, because it's more important for there to be more people in here. But you know, here to join and chill, we discussing the economy and proposing solutions. So please join if you have thoughts on the matter. But yeah, I'm chilling in Supporter Lounge on the Discord also, if anyone in the stream wants to join and talk to me without the delay, and so that I'm not reading the chat and whatever. Excuse me, I do remember you. But you know, yeah, I don't know how many people I want to get in here before I start. I'll just start. So I'll give context to the reason I'm doing this whole stream. But pretty much, yesterday there was a massive devolvement of a discussion into the economy, and quite a few people on the server are really unhappy with the state of the economy and how people who spend a lot of money on the game seem to be the only people with wealth, because at least in the current way the game is designed, a free-to-play player or a low spender can't generate mass amounts of money or like nearly as quickly as someone who was to just spend $15 on keys. Because and another argument that I've heard a lot of these rich people make is, oh, money's so easy to get. You can get 100k a day from farming. But I have not seen a single player get 100k in a day from farming, because no one wants to do that. It's possible, but that's like saying, well, you can run 50 kilometers in a day. Like, yes, you can, but no one's gonna, unless they're extraordinarily dedicated, no one's gonna put in the time, put in the effort that it takes to train to build up to that level for such a small gain. So I want to hear the community's thoughts on the whole economy issue, and I want to have like an open discussion and open debate about how people feel about the economy, because I know for a fact that there are some people who really like the state of the economy. I know that there are people who really hate it, and there are people on both ends of the spectrum, both absolutely thriving and absolutely just getting demolished in the economy, who feel both ways about it. So yeah, and something that I really want to come out of this with is people suggesting, people who do have an issue with it, and like brainstorming potential solutions that we could bring forward to the admin team, so that hopefully in 1.0, when there is thousands of players active on the server, which is what their aim is to have, people aren't getting absolutely just abolished by the economy, and people are actually enjoying themselves, and these arguments aren't happening because there's no need for them to be happening. Because in my opinion, at least at the moment, the fact that these arguments are coming up once every week, if not more than once a week, shows that there's a really big problem that needs to be addressed soon. Otherwise, it'll cause, like, it'll never go away. And for those who don't know or don't want to read that conversation or whatever, which I totally understand because it's boring to go back and read a conversation about the economy in a video game. But basically, it all started when the user Seri, who I believe is Suwon and just had a name change, decided to sell. They put up for sale like a handful of rare cosmetics. It was like the pot of gold, the bunny ears, the Cupid quiver, and the Cupid wings. Losing money because I didn't know something existed. Yeah, exactly. That's another thing that I'll get into. But anyway, that's why it started, and people got really, really agitated for two reasons. One, the way that the message was presented, and two, the prices of the items. So what I mean by people getting annoyed at the way it was presented, they claimed that it was like a gift to the community, and that them selling these items was so gracious of them, and it was a gift to people, and people got annoyed by that because it isn't really, you can't call selling something to make a profit a gift. That's like a company doing a sale to try and get a bunch of money, claiming that that's a gift, rather than, you know, it's not like it's, anyway, not going to devolve into that, people understand that. But then secondly is the prices, and that's the main concern, is that items were being sold, quote unquote, they were being put up for sale at 4 million. Like the Cupid wings were being put up for sale at 4 million rubies, and people really, really didn't like that. And that's just because of the fact that there's no competition, and I could go into graphs and I could go into charts and explain all of this information, but people are emotional about this issue because they want they're emotional because they like the server and they want to see the server succeed. So I'm trying to bridge that gap between professional economists and everyday players to try and get a proper solution, get a proper discussion going, and get people actually enjoying the network and not feeling like they've been abused by the system, as some people feel they have been. But personally, I'm on the stance of optimism, where the economy will end up fixing itself in 1.0 because the admins will add things to the economy, make it more balanced, make it more fair on people who don't want to spend money. But then you've got absolute, like, Debbie Downers who think that the economy is broken forever and will never be fixed, and yada 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 yada. So I want to get people's thoughts, and if you have any thoughts at all, even if you think they're stupid or if you don't agree or whatever, I really badly want people to, like, open their mouths or enter that chat and start sharing your opinions, because the more opinions we have, the more of a discussion can be had. I keep losing money from dying and trying to resell and people not buying it. Yeah, and that's the biggest issue right now, is that and the reason the money isn't circling is because all of the people who have the money don't need anything, because the people who have money are also the people who bought keys and buy keys, and they don't need to buy anything from players or they don't need to buy anything substantial from players because there's no point in it. Because the people who are the richest are usually the people who are willing to do the work themselves. But they have the money to where they could pay other people. They just don't need to. There's no point. Like, and the only real way that money gets taken out of them is, like, if they need a specific thing commissioned. Like, I know that I did work for Preston a while ago where I got him a bunch of quartz blocks. So, yeah. And I didn't know about for a long time you can decrease the percentage of an item being shattered. Yeah, exactly. The education and tutorial side of Origin Realms is really poor. And with all of the niche sort of subtleties to the game and the fact that this is a heavily modified version of Minecraft, despite the fact that there's no mods, it is heavily modified from vanilla. People need to be taught a bunch of these things, and players who haven't been here from the start to see an update come out and learn about the items means that they'll be potentially wasting money, losing thousands of rubies, tens of thousands of rubies, and it's not really their fault because they just weren't told about the issue to begin with.
Hi, Captain.
Hello, Octa. I'm currently live streaming.
No, I saw that's why I'm in here. You brought up the point about the farming, and people are saying, no, that is ridiculous. I've majorly done the farming testing in my stream with multiple people coming back to me. Literally tested the farming like crazy, and to even make 100k a day, you needed to invest well over 30 to 40,000 already into farming to even make that much. So them saying you have to make 100k a day, yeah, that's if you buy, like, literally build massive farms and spend easy 40 to 50 hours into farming just to make that much. So them saying, oh, you can make 100k a day, that's if you already have money.
Yeah,
most players starting off don't have any money, and that's why I try and educate people on my stream to help people, because there's so many people that literally day one the mining update went out to, they just started strip mining their resource world and then reset. There's literally the people that sell their ores and make their money like that, they're resetting at Alt's realm, then mining it up, then resetting, then mining it up and resetting, because your realm has more resources than the resource world.
And you can reset it whenever you want to.
Yeah, so they just keep doing that over and over again, and then they up the price on all diamonds and platinum. Or the people that are literally hoarding nets. It's getting ridiculous. There's literally, someone sent me a screenshot that I can't share, and it's literally a person has a double chest with about 50 nets, and they're not selling them or giving them away because they're waiting for the price to hike up.
Exactly.
And people aren't buying legendary keys to get new nets, so there's no new nets going in the economy, and it's always the rich people having the nets and not selling them.
Yeah.
The nets have skyrocketed up to 10 to 15k a net now. And they just keep hiking up the price and thinking it's funny to make people pay 10k for a net when they used to be like worth 1,200. So no new players can get any animals. Because that's
going to be fixed in 1.0, at least for passive animals. They're going to be introducing something like a Pokey Flute. It's not going to be called that, but like a Pokey Flute from Pokemon, where you'll be able to right-click, you'll be able to get it somehow, don't know how, and you'll be able to put an animal in there, but it'll have infinite uses, and it'll only work on passive animals. So people can build up farms, they can build up, like, they can get a bunch of penguins, bunch of turkeys, all this sort of stuff. But if they want,
so many new players that come to my stream ask for help. I've made command decks on my streamer deck to help players, and there's some here that come to me asking for help. They try and look for other content creators for help, and most of the time they are too busy focusing on their people, on their videos, and not actually trying to help. And I'm trying to do what I can to help the community. There's so many, you first join, you've got the basic tutorials, but after that you don't know what to do. I've had so many people literally spend money thinking they had to spend money on platinum and buy platinum from the hub, because they didn't know they could go mine it.
Yeah, and it's the sort of thing where personally I've always had this stance, and until they fix it I will continue to have the stance that the admin team is doing a really poor job of managing the community. The fact that like I have been told by basically every single moderator that I know more about the game than them shows something is wrong, because the moderators are meant to help educate people, and if they don't know things that I know that I don't even think are like hidden knowledge, I just do my research and am invested in the server. And that's the sort of thing. It's not like it's not the moderator's fault that they're doing whatever.
So much they're trying to do. I know some of the moderators here that the reason I tell them to have a nice day, and that's literally me helping with their mental health, because they're dealing with so many people that are repeating the same thing over and over again on a daily basis, and that their mental health is a big thing. The team's expanding as best as they can, but they're not a dictionary. They're not going to know everything. And just have to try and spend time to try and remember every little detail. That's why a whole bunch of the moderators now literally have spreadsheets of stuff they can go through to copy and paste to help players. It helps a bit.
But what they need to do is they need to have a /wiki.
Yeah, well, I know there is a community built wiki, but most of the time it's just leaks.
Yeah, and that's another thing, is that there is too much being held up in 1.0. 1.0 is too much of a holy grail.
What I've heard, they are actually splitting it up now. That's what the penguins were going to be part of 1.0. But they realised, no, we can't do this. We need to split it up. The 1.0 is slowly getting spread it out. Still, there's going to be probably badges and dungeons will be in 1.0. But I've heard from talking to team members, they plan to slowly split it out. The one thing I have to deal with is I've literally had to block about 8 team members now, because they won't stop bloody leaking things to me. And I go, I'm kind to you guys, but stop leaking things to me. I just want to play the server.
It's really, really annoying how much criticism is valid on the staff team. And are they going to have achievements, says
I'm
MDKV?
sorry to bring
yes,
this up,
they can.
because I understand being as the Corona and he chooses creator ranks, but I've seen it time and time and time again from people in my community, people in other people's community coming to me and telling me it's happened again. I don't know what Ben is trying to do. The server already has enough popularity. You have systems that you have Analytical, you have Captain Sparkles, you literally have all the Dreamers and P1 to play the server. Why does he keep giving ranks to to content creators? Their content is about clickbaiting. They're not here to care about the server one bit. They're here to make a quick video and run. Because yesterday I was playing the server, and a guy logs in that got the content rank last week, and says, hey guys, can I ask a big deal? Sub to my YouTube channel so I can get a 30k subs by the end of the year, then leaves.
Yeah, that's
and I've been told he's done it multiple times.
Blue Jay Jensen,
and I'm going, why? It's like, I understand, I've brought it up to Ben and he hasn't replied back to it. I understand it's his server, but my background is running servers. I've done media rank things for game servers and other games, and it looks bad to the majority of the community if a person that has been given a creator rank is there for someone to support the community, make content is fair, and then make the community have a enjoyable time and entertain the community. not come on, make a clickbaity video, then leave?
Yeah, by the way, this guy in my chat asked, can they give us creator rank? Well, no, because we despite the fact that we
don't make the requirements.
Yeah, we don't meet the requirements because they've got like CubeCraft tier requirements for a server that's in beta, and it's stupid. It's not like Hypixel can have 30k requirement, because if they gave YouTube rank to anyone with 1k, since it's the most popular server in Minecraft, it would just be so many people with YouTube rank, and
that's the funny thing is, because Windcraft and Hypixel both have a other rule, is if the person in the community that's making content is supporting the community, the rules get dropped.
Exactly. And
I am the only media rank streamer for Windcraft. I don't really talk about it on my stream because I'm not live right now, because it's kind of not good doing that. It's against kind of rules of thing. But I am media rank on Windcraft. I've literally been given the rank personally by Salted, because I'm the only streamer that was actually making content that was supportive and helping.
And the fact that every single person, almost anyone in the community who is like actually involved in the community, is like, oh yeah, when's Octa getting creator rank? Well,
and I keep getting told the same thing every time by Ashley and all the admins. We're eventually planning to give it to you. That was 4 months ago.
That's like, oh yeah, we're going to give it to you when you meet these impossible requirements that are purely designed to grow our community.
5,000 followers. That took me 3 years. Get 2.6k.
Yeah, because the only way growing on
that was from a game that the people are following, because I used to do giveaways in that game, and now that game is going in a direction that I no longer want to support. So the community from that game is ousted me because I won't play their clickbaity game. I joined Original Realms to get away from that game.
It's so sad to see and it's hard on Ben, and I get it, but I've suggested this, and I've literally been told by Ashley that this is what moderators do, even though it's false. I said that they should have people who play the game be like a player council, and she's like, oh yeah, that's what moderators do. No, they don't. The fact that there's one moderator on most of the time, when it shouldn't be a 1 to 300 ratio. The ratio should not be 1 to 300.
There should be, with how the server's going, and I brought it up to the team as well, because I've literally, a lot of people know this from me. I was administrator for Play Minecraft. I ran Play Minecraft behind the scenes with the Minecrackers. I left because they changed all the URL back in the day, but I learned all the sides of running a Minecraft network system. And then I did stuff last year with another network that literally
I'll get to you in a sec, Fernando.
I apologise to this day from shouting it out because an idiot team leader. The team has a good team. Problem is, they need to build on their social and management skills more, because it doesn't matter if you have the greatest server or the greatest content. End of the day, when a player logs on and they see no moderators on, most young players said, oh, I can get away with go X-ray. Most of the time, I've literally found hundreds of X-ray tunnels. And it's until I report it, it gets dealt with. But most of the time, they get away with it for ages.
And
the moderators are there to manage the server behind the scenes and keep the servers placed. But also, they're now turning into helping every little person with every question.
They need a helper.
No, you have a separate group called helpers, and their job is people that have knowledge of the server. They have no power to be able to do anything, no ban, nothing. They just have a role to know that someone can go to them and ask for help. That's what we did with Play Minecraft. There were the moderation team, and then there were the helpers. And if someone needed help, they could ask a helper. They have no power to ban or do anything. If it needs a moderator, then they can let a moderator know, and the moderator can step in a higher up level.
Yeah, and the fact that moderators can't unban people is disgusting. That's horrendous.
That annoyed, because that's happened twice where I mistakenly got on someone banned, not realizing it wasn't them auto farming. I bumped into Dave Barry's farm in his round with the original museum maker. He was using the farm, and to me it looked like it was auto clicking. I still feel sorry for Dave's told me multiple times, no, everyone that sees it thinks auto clicking. So I messaged a moderator that was new, not realizing it wasn't, and before anything could be sorted, they instantly banned them. And it took literally ages to get them unbanned.
Yep. Because bans from the staff team are always inconsistent. That's another thing that really annoys me. But someone asks in my chat, like, what are we talking about? Basically, we're just talking about the economy in the state of OR and how it's like, it could be so much better than what it currently is.
Yeah, because you're talking about the economy and everything. There is so much people that say, "Oh, it's I'm giving," and I'm going, "No, you bought keys to buy that item, and you're saying because you said that person said it was a gift. No, it's not a gift. You're making money off it. No one in their right mind can afford that." I saw that brought up with another person. There's a person on the server that's been giving me information they don't really want to tell. They don't want me to share their name for, and I understand why, because their friends don't like me. They literally gifted me an Easter picket, an Easter bow for Christmas, as a nice gift to thank me for all I do in the community. But they've sent me screenshots, and their friends literally have chests and chests of Easter large bunny rabbits and bunny rabbits, and they're saying they're keeping them there because they want to wait for 1.0 to sell it to big players. Like one person's saying he's literally saving it to give to Captain Sparkles as a gift.
They're gonna give it to players, and one, that's assuming that these players will want that, but two, if these, like, it's, to me, it is incredibly stupid that people are waiting for 1.0, and it's not stupid on their end, it's stupid on the fact that the server told us that 1.0 was going to be this massive thing.
I think they're starting to realise there is so much hype about 1.0 that a lot of people don't realise. The reason I found the server was not System Z, nothing like that. I got messaged by a friend of mine from the Feed the Beast crew. I'm a former developer for Feed the Beast. I did stuff behind the scenes for them, and a person that made the Alchemist Minecraft mod back in the day, that mod maker let us know in our Skype call about the server, so I came to check it out. It is, if it's made its way to the Feed the Beast private Skype group, that only people there from the original Feed the Beast team are in there, and these are people that are still making massive Minecraft mods, that even the people from the Crate mod hang on that Skype call, then it is weaved its way through all of Minecraft. If it's making it to modern Minecraft ears and mod makers, then why do they need to bring other people on when literally all of them have heard 1.0 is update, and we don't play? Turbo has stated to his stream he's not playing to 1.0.
Yeah,
all of Dream SMP aren't playing to 1.0. Technoblade commented in one of his stream 1.0 on Original Realms, baby, and literally all these content creators are waiting for 1.0. Problem is, they're all waiting for 1.0. The moment 1.0 comes out, the server right now, from what I've heard from people that have talked to the administrator, he's right now trying to put his effort into literally set up infrastructure to handle that, because it's going to kill the server.
Oh yeah, well, that's the thing. If you think about it being like a, imagine every single person who's participated in MCC going live at the same time on the same public server.
Well, do you know the funny thing is, a lot of people don't realize this? The administrator behind the MCC of Not Screw is
Michael.
Our administrator.
It's Michael, yeah.
Yeah, it's literally, he is the administrator for that. And from what I've heard from people that I know on Not Screw, he's working to build an infrastructure larger than MCC for the server. But that takes time. It's probably going to be the one thing that will hold 1.0.
Yeah, that is the one thing that 1.0, that's the one caveat.
Because it doesn't matter if they have all the greatest content in the world if
the
it's
server's unplayable.
And that's what I told my team leader last year. We do not have the infrastructure to handle Mr. Beast. He ignored me and the administration team because the sysadmin told him we cannot handle it. My mate invested well over 15 grand into the server, building the infrastructure to handle a quarter of Mr. Beast's popularity. And he ignored him. Mr. Beast didn't let us know. He titled the video "Crashing Peel's Minecraft Servers with 10,000 viewers."
And that's how that server died.
And the whole server's network's dead. Multiple projects in the work, 5 years of work, thousands of dollars gone. So I use it as a learning curve, and I've explained that to the team. I know what it's like to literally lose everything. I don't want us to lose everything, so they are trying to set infrastructure. Problem is, they've got to stop saying 1.0 is coming out soon and hyping it up because everyone is waiting for it. So you've got all these people that have a lot of money that invest in the server that could do it when you could buy stuff with real life money, hoarding on all these items to give to all these content creators.
Yeah.
They won't know what to do with it.
And they'll be like, oh, look at this little bunny. That's a cool bunny. Let me place that bunny. And it's like...
They don't know the worth of them. I've literally heard people that literally are saving up tons and tons of stuff to literally give to these content creators to literally go, look, I'm giving them these rare items.
Okay, that's great and all nice. You've just taken those items out of the economy. Go you.
And then I've got people that are literally telling me, oh, it's just play more. And I go, I stream every day for my mental health. I'm not a robot. People have lives and jobs. Not everyone on the server can play all the time like you can.
Yeah,
I know if I get on here that their job is making Minecraft builds.
Yep.
So they can play on here as much as they want. The only reason I have free time to play here because I can't work. So I stream every day for mental health, and it's just a coincidence that I just play on the server.
Yeah. And people have been talking in my chat about agreeing with you, but someone says, yeah, MDKV, they are dividing the content. The whole thing with penguins coming out this early is because of the fact that that's why that happened. Like, yeah, that's like they're dividing the content up. They're taking content for 1.0 and putting it into earlier updates. Like turkeys, I'm pretty sure were meant to be 1.0, but
yeah,
you know.
The funny thing about the penguins, and the thing is, the penguins already knew about it. The problem is the team has a habit of, because I'm so kind to the team, some of them think it's okay to tell me stuff.
No.
I knew about the bloody winter update all the way back in October by mistake by Enza. He literally told it to me in a bloody call on, literally in one of these channels.
Mm-hmm.
He was trying to get ideas for the Christmas update. So we were passing ideas to him, and were you here for that?
Don't think so. Might have been.
He was talking about Christmas lights and Christmas hats. I think you were here, and no, I think you were the one that was here. And I asked him about penguins, and he said if they were concept art, they're coming. And the team is getting annoyed at him because he's not meant to do that, but he does that. And I'm going, you've got the team members mixed up of younger and older people, some experienced and some not experienced, on how to relationship a server. With a server, you want everyone on the front on the same page. If one team member is going to then go talk to someone about stuff, leaks get out and people start going, oh, this may be coming, oh, this may be coming.
Yeah.
I'm now happy they finally fixed it. For the longest time, you could literally go to the server resource pack, click on it, save as, and download it.
You can still download it, but...
No, they fixed it now. You can only... it's fully encrypted with a sound file that only gives the rain.
Really?
Because they keep filling it up with dungeon content. I've got older versions of it, and literally it spoiled the whole entire dungeon update for me.
Yeah.
Of all the new creatures. Because I used it to make my resource for my overlays.
Yeah.
I'm looking at your chat as well, because I'm going to start a little bit later because it's too hot right now.
Yeah.
For the person that said the Freeman person, there is no date.
Yeah.
From what I've heard from whispers, that because some people love to talk to me, and I explain.
Oh, hello, Pringle.
Whispers I've heard, it's hard to know when it will be.
Yeah. I mean, the pack is encrypted, but there are ways to get around it, and the people who do get around it get spoilers. But as someone who knows how to get into the pack, they've done a really good job now at not putting things in the pack that shouldn't be there.
Yeah, and I do like that, because the thing is, I've been sent copies of the pack to help with my new resource overlay I made for the server.
And then you see stuff that you didn't want to see.
Yeah, and I asked, is any of that stuff in it? And they said, oh no, there's not. I load up one bloody file, and the first thing I see, all the new creatures, and I'm going, I wanted just basic GUI textures.
Hello, Tony.
Hi, Tony.
And by the way, Octa's looking in my chat, Jay, if it looks like we're speaking to no one.
Yeah, I'm looking in his chat.
What? Oh, I just got the strangest DM from someone who I haven't spoken to in 6 months. We did that actually with 1.14. I did a bunch of stuff earlier. That was that's I do want to encourage people to discuss and say their thoughts and opinions and stuff.
Yeah.
In this stream, because the whole point of this is to get people to talk about stuff.
Because if there's no communication and just one-sided, then it's better to everyone literally talks their things. I'm talking my things are about with the content rank and that, because it's like
the fact that in Octa's chat every single time you stream you get asked, hey, when are you getting creator rank? It's that shows that the community wants you as a content creator.
I activate on my stream now that I push a button. The reason Octa does not have the rank yet is because he's been told he'll get the rank eventually. These are the requirements for the rank. Octa must hit one of these requirements. So if you want to help Octa get the rank, help Octa get 50 concurrent viewers over 3 different streams or hit 5k followers.
Yeah, personally, as someone who has looked at the rules of a creator, I think that they're very strict and way too
too strict for streamers. Way too strict for
streamers, they're way too strict, at least at the server's current size. Let's say if the server had 15,000 concurrent, well then yes, having it, like that level of whatever is understandable, because they don't want just anyone to be able to get the perks that come with having the creator rank. But the fact that other than Viz and Nafi, the people who have gotten creator rank were given it just because they made one video. And what annoys me the most is that the requirements say you have to make videos on OR in order to meet the requirement, but these people are getting creator rank prior to them making a single video or stream on it.
Yeah, that's the thing, is I keep asking, where are the ground rules? When someone has a media rank on a server, even though I have media rank on Windcraft, I've still got to check in with the team and explain why I haven't making content. And they know why I've not been making content is because literally the group I used to play with no longer play the server. There's no point running around the server with no one to play with. Because Windcraft is built to play with a party, with a team of friends. So the whole team on there know the reason I'm not being streaming their content is because there's no point at this stage, but they're not going to remove the rank because I've given them reason. With a media rank, you've got to have ground rules. If you're no longer going to make content for the server, then you no longer need the rank. Because these people getting the rank, and then they are leaving. Real Z has let me know he's left. He's no longer playing on the server. He wants to focus on Final Fantasy. He still has the rank, but he stated to me he will no longer be playing on the server full stop. It's not for him. He's given up on Minecraft and wants to play Final Fantasy with his friends.
Fair enough. You know?
Because the thing is, my rule with people with content ranks on servers, if you got the rank, awesome. If you stop making content and you don't plan to make any more content, why do you need the rank? You can always reapply and get it back. If you start making content again, you can be put as a mark special. You could have a mark next to your name. If you have to leave for a bit, the rank gets removed. You can always reapply it and they will give the rank back to you because you are a previous content crank thing. But having a bunch of content creators on the page, and 4 of them have not made one single content on the server full stop at all, but they had the rank.
And to me, the most annoying thing is that these people aren't bringing views to the server, because it's not like they're being like, oh, hi guys, I'm starting this new series. The people who are actually bringing traction to the server are people like Viz, like Nafi, who say the IP of the server that they play on. They do all this sort of stuff.
I do that as well. I literally have it on my overlay, and when I post on your TikTok, I literally say come play with the server IP.
Pringle they have, but they don't meet the requirements. Like Skis hasn't streamed in over a month. He hasn't streamed OR in over a month, and he hasn't made a video or anything like that. You look at iStream, he made 2 videos and then disappeared. You look at how
he got the rank. He applied, and all he had to do was have 7k. He just had to be. He didn't have to be doing Aura content. He told me how he got the rank because he had the followers.
Yeah, exactly. Just because someone's got big number doesn't mean that they should get the rank.
He doesn't do Minecraft content. he does Final Fantasy, and a friend recommended him the server. So he saw the content rank thing, applied, and they gave him the rank because he had 7k followers, but he hadn't yet played on the server. It's
a system where it's a system that's designed to not support the people who make the content. It's designed to grow the server, and that really annoys me. The fact that the system is better off and it benefits people more who just have a large following rather than the people who play the server. Because on Hypixel, there's a whole community around getting these channels to 30k so the person can get the YouTube rank. Whereas on here, that isn't like the thing. That isn't the system. It's not like, oh, let's push for 10k, because no one has properly earned the creator rank. Like with current rules, no one has legitimately met the creator rank. Yeah.
And I'm trying. I'm trying to meet the requirements because I've been told that's how I get the rank. I was told
Isabel,
I couldn't use
there
Able Games. I had to use myself. I was told I can't use Able Games. I've got to use my own channel. Even though Able Games fully meets all the requirements.
It's just really demotivating to content creators, because...
Well, I know content creators that were streaming on here that have quit because they gave up. They saw people getting the rank
and like
that had never made content, that made a clickbaity video.
And I'm not trying to name drop or anything, and I don't have any hate towards the person.
I don't.
It's not.
Yeah,
it's not. Like what I'm about to say. It's no hate towards the person. It's hate towards the system. Like, because Nafi is moderator, he is able to record content before other content creators, which is an advantage that players like Viz, who is the only other legitimate content creator, doesn't have the benefit of. And that's
No,
fair.
he can, but he doesn't want to be spoiled. From what I've heard from Viz, he doesn't want to be spoiled.
Okay.
He wants to enjoy the content like everyone else.
I was told by someone that he doesn't have that privilege. But,
okay, well, last time I heard,
that's what I was told.
Asked he could go and see that content, but he makes his content for his videos. Every stream is actually a YouTube video.
Yeah,
as him doing his Let's Play for his YouTube channel.
Instead of building up a solid and stable community where big creators can... Yeah, exactly. It's a system where people like Captain Sparkles, Green, Mumbo Jumbo, Tubbo, Tommy Innit, Dream, George Not Found, all these people, if they were to hop on the server, it rewards them by giving them creator rank. And it's like, I can understand giving someone like... It's like what Hypixel did. They gave Pokemon YouTube rank before before she made a stream because she didn't want to get harassed, which is fair.
Yeah.
But the fact that creator rank doesn't have any perks at the moment means that the guidelines should be followed to a T, because these people will get harassed either way. They can't disable DMs. Is there that much of a reason for small creators to have creator rank? Like, I don't mean to sound rude, but people without creator rank can make content just as well as people with it. The fact that because you can make...
CoCap, can I do that one? That's all in good term, but the thing is, there are people like me. I stream on the server every day and put out content. It gets a stigma around the community that most people that come back to me go, I have to be a big content creator and make other content, not the server content, and not a creator rank is not meant to be just a person that makes content. It's a person that is there to support the community. That's what's on every other server that I've played on, every other game company I've done stuff with. A creator rank is a person that makes content to support the community, to help the community grow and make the game and the gameplay and what they do enjoyable and fun and entertaining.
Yeah.
A creator that most of the servers getting are people that are making clickbaity videos, then moving on. They're not here to stay and enjoy and hang out with the community. Vision and Nafi hang out in the community. They hang out in the community when they can. But if the rules were set in place when they started, they won't have the rank.
Yeah, by the way, Nafi is the only person on the entire network that has legitimately hit the requirements, because he's hit TikTok requirements.
But that was
after he got given the rank.
Or he had
and
the rank.
what I think they need to do is put the caveat that the rank can be given at the discretion of the staff team. Where, let's say someone who's grinding out content, making super high quality content. Because if Viz doesn't hit 10k subs or whatever, people will just yell and say, well, why did this person get the benefit? Like, that's not fair on everyone else that this person gets to have the rank and we don't, despite the fact that we're at the, like, that, it's so much cause for potential damage.
It's the one thing that gets brought up on my stream a lot, and I explain to people, here's one of the first creators, and they go, well, why don't they have a clause for that, for people that are actually making content server? I have so many, it's turning into a running joke in my community where people ask me why I don't have the rank, and I have to keep explaining to people, it's not my decision, it's the server's decision. I can't do anything about it. And do I think, I don't think I personally deserve creator rank, because I don't have nearly close to the following of Octa or Viz or Nafi, but I personally think Octa definitely deserves the rank. The fact that everyone who's embedded in the community knows who Octarock is, has seen him go live before, all this sort of stuff. He is the definition of an Origin Realms creator, yet he doesn't have the rank. And I still won't get a clear answer. That's the thing. I would, if they would give me a clear answer and say this is why I don't have it, but it's like you eventually get it. And I go, okay, it's eventually going to be 10 years' time.
Yeah, exactly.
Or next week, because it doesn't matter what I do. Maybe the able game thing will happen, maybe it won't.
And personally, to me,
the fact that they have been telling you,
like the fact that they've been telling you maybe, or you'll get it eventually, or we'll give it to you eventually, and then they've been giving other people creator rank, shows that it isn't that hard for them to give someone creator rank.
Yeah, because
they're just waiting for you to hit the requirements that they've made up in their mind. Like,
other people keep bringing up other people that have the rank, and I look into them because it's just what I do, because it's just my natural running servers, and I that's why I keep bringing up to Ben. I don't get how his requirements mean. Do they actually properly research the content creator, or are they just giving the rank because they have the numbers? Because there's some people that I've seen that do not make the content that wouldn't suit the server, like the fiasco of the guy that went on the dev server and made a clickbaity fake video playing, say, Play the Wild update now. Did they research his content? He's literally hated in the Minecraft community for his content because it's fake videos. It's clickbaity fake videos, and he literally made a bunch of fake videos about the server and about the wild update, saying this is the wild update, play the wild update when it's actually our swamp.
Tio's just said something very true, and it says if more people inside the community get the creator rank, then more content would be created alongside making the community stronger. That's very, very true. That basically sums up what we're trying to say.
That's what the rank is. And then I've got people telling me that literally they've got people that are making clickbaity content coming into the server, telling people to come sub to their YouTube channel or subscribe to come follow their TikTok, and then leaving. They're literally just using the server to try to get people to come sub to them, and then they leave. I think this. I think it
Blue Jay Jensen is the prime example. He literally joined like twice. Said, "Hey guys, I'm making this really cool video. Be sure to like and subscribe so that I can get 30k," and then never hopped on again.
And still has not made any content for the server.
Yeah.
And then I've got other people that have told me that they've literally, people are getting the rank and they're not doing anything with it. They're just using the server to promote their own stuff. And I'm going, I know Ben decides the ranks, but there should be more than just Ben. There should be an actual proper review team that actually looks into the content creator.
There should be a creator manager. If the fact that they've got a community manager, a staff manager, like server manager,
they should
have a creator manager
that actually has done this with other servers and other things. Because the thing is, the Hypixel have a really good community manager. I know them.
And that's because actually creators are the community manager. like, creator manager is the community manager. They go through, they look at all of the applications, they go, yes, no, this person meets, this person doesn't. Oh, this
Even if they
person's
meet the
1,000
requirements.
subscribers under requirement, but all of their videos are getting 100,000 views every time they play.
Because the thing is, that there are people that I know that run these, that literally Windcraft. I passed them when assaulted. And the thing is, the reason they gave me the rank is because, not because I met the requirements, because I was making content that the community enjoyed. The community was putting my name, messaging staff, messaging team, saying, check out this disabled streamer that's going out of their way to stream the server, even on their bad days, just to show the enjoyment they're having. Because to this date, I'm still the only streamer that has over 1,000 hours played.
MDKV, how it works is admins get paid, and because it is a startup, this is speculation from the hardcore people in the community. It is speculated that admins get paid like equity or whatever. That's what I've heard. I've heard that they get paid equity from players and from people, but team members get paid on a commission basis, and then admins get like paid a salary, is what the current assumption is.
And you also got to remember they do have a thing behind the scenes called Piston Solutions.
Pringle, on the thing, it says you have to post for YouTubers, you have to post once a month, and for streamers, you have to stream once a fortnight.
And it has to be of
OR content. Unless they mean you just have to upload one video a month that isn't even OR related. If that's the case, that's the worst, most idiotic.
I've had people say that it can be whatever content they want to upload. And I've had other people say, no, it has to be Aura content. Well, if it's Aura content, then why haven't I seen the person that did the clickbaiting video has not made a video on the server for 2 months?
And why do they still have creator rank?
And
one video per month, but I don't think it says anything about. So you're telling me someone can get creator rank on OR and never upload an Origin Realms video?
And never play.
Never play, never get. That is the.
That's corrupt.
That is the dumbest, most idiotic system.
No, that breaks servers. That is literally why most servers literally hate the creators. It took literally Windcraft years to literally get the community back on their side and creators. They gave me the rank to show the community that they're here, because people were using just their views to get rank. That's how PewDiePie got rank on Windcraft, and Mr. Beast and all them, because they had the numbers. And then when they started realizing the community actually didn't like those players, they didn't like that, they started looking into, and they found me and a German YouTuber, a French YouTuber, an Italian YouTuber gave them the rank and gave me the rank for streaming.
If I had moderator rank, there's nothing I would do, because there's nothing I can do as a moderator that would actually see proper change in the community. Like, yes, I can go to the admins and be like, oh, this, all that, but like, the fact that Ashley has made multiple suggestions, Ashley is an admin and has brought up things for the Discord. She said there should be a market discussion channel. The fact that that has not been addressed. Someone who is an admin cannot add a channel. So the community manager can't add a channel to the community Discord is just terrible, terrible management. That's like, what? The person who manages the community can't make the decisions that would benefit the community. What is that? Because worst thing happens, they just delete the channel. If it's so bad that there's a market discussion channel, just delete the channel. Yeah, I know, but like, the fact that it's been, I just don't understand it. Why, like, it doesn't seem like anyone other than Ben and Robot have actual power on making decisions.
So, Captain, my viewers were asking why haven't I gone live. So, I've gone live, but I've changed my title to your thing as well, and I'm just going to keep hanging here because I actually sometimes like putting this on my stream. I talk about, it's one thing that brings up on stream quite regularly in my community, and it's, you're doing on your thing right now, I might as well just join you.
Yeah, cool. And the only reason that I'm this critical of the server, it isn't like I want to see this server fail. It's because I love this server so much, but I want it to succeed, and that's why, like, you are more critical of things you love than things you hate. Because if you hate something, you'll be like, oh, that's so stupid. But like, if you genuinely care for something, you will take the time to critique it and see it improve because you want to see it improve.
I love this server. Why do you think I stream it every day? I want to help people. I want to educate people on the server.
Yeah, I know it's not just a raise in that making decisions, but in terms of like talking to the community and hearing points and actually taking info in, it feels like, to me, and I've said this till the cows come home, Arrays feels more like the community manager than Ashley, because he's the one making the blog posts, he's the one doing community discussions, he's the one doing this, doing that, doing this, doing that. And that's not Ashley's fault. I'm not blaming her. I don't think Ashley's bad or anything. It's just why, like, you know? And that's why there's like a running joke but in the community that Ashley only got the rank because she's married to System Z. Do I agree with that? No. I think she's qualified. I think she does an amazing job as a staff manager. But, you know...
She takes her time.
Yeah.
I've talked to her many times. She takes her time, and she has taken her time to listen to the community and actually research and learn things.
Exactly.
I've passed on knowledge to her on my past to see if that would help her, and she said thank you for that information. I've passed on knowledge to other staff teamers and my knowledge of running servers to try and help them.
Exactly.
I'm never going to be a staff, but I pass on my knowledge and experience to the team regularly. Oh, also, I'm right now making you a channel button for people wondering who I'm talking to right now on my stream.
Oh, thank you. That's very kind.
So it's right now going to link your YouTube channel.
Oh, thank you. But yeah, and MDKV, that's something that they'll probably do, but the development time of making a high-quality in-game live event is just too much when, like, I could see them doing one for, like, leading into 1.0. I could see them making, like, a big, massive, wow, guys, join the server right now. What's happening? What's happening at the Origin Isles? But, like, there's no real point in them doing it just yet, because, like, the dev time required. And that's the sort of thing, and the reason why criticism of the server is so easy is because people keep forgetting that this is beta because the quality is so good. Like, yeah, that's...
And that's the thing that brings up on my stream a lot. Even my moderators say, they keep explaining to new players, it's not full release. People keep thinking beta is full release. No, beta is beta. It's literally testing the content.
But I think people don't think that because they don't know what a beta is. It's just so easy to forget because the quality is so good. Because they released with such a high quality, revolutionary and unique product, people find it so easy to forget, oh wait, that's right, this is a beta where things are being tested and nothing's final. Although Ashley has the power, I don't feel as though she's... Yeah, that's very true.
Because I know the team is busy. I know also some of the team sadly do have COVID at the moment, and my best wishes to them and their family at the moment. And I know the team, because they're all just human. That's the thing people forget. That content creators are robots. People are human. We have our own struggles in life. We have our own things. That's why mental health is a big issue in my community, and I explain to you mental health is a big thing. They're just people. The moderators are just people. Pingu, you're just a person. You're doing something you love, and you're making stuff you love.
Yeah,
and you're
exactly.
making a project. You're helping with a project that's amazing. And most people forget. They think they see the game or they see the person on the screen and think when they're just you and me. And there's so much the team is doing and so much they're trying to do, but also they also need to remember, yes, you're doing all this, but you need to also look at the bigger picture. It doesn't matter if you have so much content, so much great things. End of the day.
Yeah, but Pringle, whilst that's the case, we know, like, the transparency, in my opinion, isn't amazing. Like, it's not like we see those calls or we can silently join. Not like we need to, obviously. I get why we don't. But, like, there is those big calls, but the fact that such key issue. Like, the fact that this whole economic discussion hasn't been properly addressed by someone. That's like, and because sometimes what needs to happen is, in my opinion at least, like, someone big needs to step up and just say, hey guys, keep in mind this is in beta. Someone with that big admin role needs to go, hey guys, we understand you've got these critiques, but keep in mind this is beta. We're working on things to fix this. Because sometimes the reason why people are going into market and discussing all these things is because they're bored. Because there is no content. So they're getting into the economy and yelling and getting annoyed and all this sort of stuff. And I get that we need to wait for content. I'm not criticizing that. But people just get bored. So they make a fuss. And sometimes just getting that reassurance that your voice is being heard is worth so much.
And that's the thing I also have to keep bringing, even some moderators have said, the chat system, and I've been told by team members that have told me they are working on a chat system. It is coming, but it takes time. There is a chat system in place. There's a plan for market step. I found out something this week that I never knew because there was no information on it. I never knew when I opened up Auction House that the barrier item in the bottom of the thing, I thought there was to exit for some reason, because there's a barrier, there's an X, so I thought that closes the auction. I never knew that was a filter system. So forever, I've literally been scrolling through the whole market, spending half an hour looking at every item to try and find deals.
Yeah. Does more money mean updates come faster? Yes. That it's the sort of thing, it's that whole adage of building a house. It's a triangle where you can have it quickly, you can have it good, or you can have it cheap, but you can only pick two. So if you have something cheap and quickly, it won't be good. If you have something good and cheap, it'll take a long time. If you have something cheap and... yeah, you get what I mean? It's like the more money they have, the better updates will be, the faster they can do it, because they can just hire more devs. I've been on Match in a few weeks, so I'm not really up to date with things. I personally am not sure what the issue is with the economy. In my experience, I feel it's fine, aside from the Valentine's stuff. Yeah, basically, Pringle, a player called... the whole argument started when a player called Seri said, hey guys, I'm doing a Christmas gift to the community where I'm selling Cupid wings for 4 million. And people got annoyed at that because they were like, well, no, that's not a gift. That's you profiting. And then Seri was just like memeing the whole thing, being like, and it wasn't dealt with. And then it started coming into my stream, people saying that people had this money, then people started sharing me screenshots of people hoarding items because they wanted to give it to other content creators when 1.0 comes out. Yeah, and that's another issue, is that 1.0 is the be-all end-all.
It comes on my stream, oh, you've got 50k, and I go, yeah, but I literally sold off my polar bears because I was literally, it was tipped off in chat that we're going to get polar bears in the next update, so I sold off all my polar bears.
Smart strategy.
And people got annoyed at me that I was selling polar bears for 27k, and I'm going, well, if someone wants to buy that, someone can buy that. I need money from my mega Christmas build. I've literally spent 60k on this bloody Christmas update. That's another thing I need to bring up. This Christmas update thing sucks. This is from the community split, the worst balloon event in the history of the server. 17 decorations, now a hidden 18th decoration, and a sled that you may only get up to 3 to even 1 a day, and most of the time you only get 1 decoration or like a bauble from it. I've literally have to ask people and beg people to donate decorations to me and offer to build a snow globe for them in my mega build to get enough decorations. Most people now have to team up. There are people that are AFKing along the world border to get balloons. I've literally been shown screenshots of that is a major problem, just to try and get enough items, because it's just too hard. That it is. Most people are hard at getting anything. I know one person that's been just trying to get 5 Christmas lights, and they have literally farmed the whole event and just keep getting baubles after baubles after baubles after baubles. And it doesn't last long. The event is so short.
Yeah, the event's
odds to get
over.
anything-
For anyone who doesn't know, the event's over in like 3 days. 4 days.
It's also Christmas, so people are literally, I need so much decoration for my build. I literally have to ask my community for help, ask other people for help, because I'm not going to have enough for my build.
I mean,
and then I'm meeting other people that just want to decorate a tree, and they had to spend 5 days farming non-stop on the resource world just to get enough items.
I think what Oct is trying to say is that there was too much put in the balloons for how in the sleds for how rare they are. The fact that there's so many cool things to get.
It's balanced.
Yeah.
The reason that people don't like it is because there's too many items in the sled. You can only get possibly 1 to 2 a day. Your normal balloons can override the sled odds. That's another thing. The normal balloons can actually override your chance of getting a sled. So if you see a bunch of normal balloons, you're not going to get a sled that day. So every 24 minutes, you may get only 1 to 2 to 3 sleds at the most, maybe, or no sleds. So that's 24 minutes of trying to farm them and only get a couple decorations. Maybe 2 or 3 decorations. 24 minutes for that. If it was a summer event, that was fine because we got a couple of them and there weren't many. But there are 18 decorations to get. And other ones have harder odds to get. The Christmas lights are the hardest ones to get. And they're the nicest ones. I've had people tell me they've literally farmed hours and hours and hours and hours daily on the server and they're not gotten one.
Yeah. I thought the sled rates are the same, like stuff in summer and St. Patrick's.
No, they're worse.
No, they're rarer.
They're worse, and the people are literally saying this is the worst balloon update. There's literally people so annoyed because the people that have money are overselling them for crazy amount of prices. Literally people are overselling the items. So that's another thing with the economy. I've watched people that I know that have a lot of money putting Christmas lights for 5k. So then you can't even afford them. New players can't afford them. I have new players asking, how do I have so many decorations? I'm begging players for decorations to help me. I'm literally offering to build a custom snow globe. And any decorations I don't use in my build, including crate ones, I'm going to split up and give back to everyone that helped.
Fernando, I don't know when I'm streaming again. I usually just stream when I want to, because I don't like having a schedule because of life getting in the way. And the fact that, like, I might want to do something on that day. But usually, I like to stream once a day. The amount of time I stream for, I don't know, it's just more... I stream because I enjoy it.
Yeah, that's why I stream.
Oh, hello, Jedi.
I just have a lot more time in my schedule because I can't work. This is all I can do.
Between all of them. Yeah, it's... I don't know what they did, but...
It made it worse. Because I have people coming back to it, and like, day 1 of the event was fine. After that, the odds went down to like nothing. There are people literally building giant farms with like 15 ults just to try and get the spawn rate to go up.
Yeah, and that's an issue is the fact that balloons are AFKable. If you AFK on the world border that the balloons go towards, they'll just hit the wall and you can come back after like 2 hours and have like a bunch just chilling there. And like if you have more people, I think it increases spawn rates.
Yeah, no, from what people worked out, the more people you have that are moving around, so you have to people moving around, it gives you more chance for a balloon to spawn. So you literally have people just hanging out of the world border. I'm hanging at the world border. Yeah. I'm doing it right now because it's literally the only way to really meet up with everyone and do it, because it's literally trying to shoot them down. Because I've shot at a sled and it didn't shoot down.
That is true.
Their
Sleds are really
so
weird.
Buggy. That's another thing I've been brought up to a lot of people. Their hitbox is so buggy. I've literally watched people shoot it, and it wouldn't fall down.
Yeah, and it's the sort of it's that whole thing where we're not like Pringle. I want to make it very clear. We're not criticizing you.
No.
But you're the only, and that's something that I guess is really annoying. Is you, and it's not your fault or whatever, but you're the only person on the staff team that I feel I can genuinely talk to, because you're the only person on the staff team that ever responds.
Me too. You came to one of my first streams on the server and we talked. And I talked what I plan to do with the server. You've been so kind. I'm literally adding something to my build in my build in the future to say thank you to you for your kindness. You came and actually were nice and kind and talked to me. You couldn't really give me much information on the server, but you just took the time out of your day, even though you sometimes can be busy, just to pop into other content and other streams and just talk. And from a person that is a content creator, that's what most genuine content creators that I know that are kind of like me and like Co, it adds an impact to the creator to know that the server is someone on the team is willing to go their way just to say hi and introduce themselves and just talk like a normal person.
Yeah.
Literally, you're one of the reasons I decided to keep streaming the server. Because if you're coming out of your way just to talk to me on my stream, I went, well, if someone from the server is going to come and meet just random me, then I want to make an overlay. And after that day, that's why I made that custom overlay, because of you, Pringle. I didn't have to make that overlay, but I did. Because you were genuinely nice to me, and you came and said hi. Because I regularly get servers asking me to stream their content, and I turn them down.
Yeah, that's true. But I think it's also another thing is like you're the only person on the staff team that has properly played the game, in my opinion, and has embedded themselves in the community and is well-known part and all that sort of stuff. Yeah. Honestly, balloons are super nerfed since it was really good for progression. Now it's just meh. Yeah, that is true. The balloon strat used to be very overpowered, but then they made it so. Oh, I remember when those dark days of totems of keeping being like 1 in 300 balloons. Wait, what about Wraiths and Spawns, Jedi? Instead of balloon being the only way.
That's a string there.
In order to join Supporter Lounge MDKV, you have to be linked on the server and you have to have at least VIP. They should also
that's
make
why
the
I pop
wandering...
into the supporter lounge when I say I don't pop into the normal chats. I pop in support because I know at least people are putting effort into the server.
Yeah,
because I
and
always
it also means that someone can't just join and say like something abhorrent because it'll cost them money, and if I catch them, they'll probably just end up getting a mute, and it's not really worth it if you've paid money for a rank. Like there isn't a sure way to get wraiths and sporrants. The only, yeah, sporrants, yes. Wraiths you can make a farm for, but it's just don't even bother.
And no, there are people that I know that literally they dug up the world and made it to bedrock. And there's a guy I know 2block. He built a Wrath farm in that realm.
Yeah,
and he literally let me buy Wrath ribs for cheap as hell. He's showing me literally screenshots where he's got stacks and stacks and stacks of them. There are ways people find ways to farm mobs.
This is a quality of life thing that is like actually major Pringle, because it's not listed anywhere, and I was lucky that when I found it out. When you remove the relic from an item, it deletes the item. You don't get the item. It doesn't separate the relic and you keep the item. No, you just lose the item and get the relic back. And people.
And I had a new player not understand that and lost his good maxed out chest plate.
Yeah, because they're like, oh, let me turn it over to whatever, and then
he had it toxic and went, oh, I put the wrong one on, so I'll put things. So he literally removed it and lost the chest plate and rage quit for a week.
Yeah, it makes sense. It's just not stated anywhere. So now people... So I'm lucky that I did it on this and not on my maxed out sword, because if I had have done it on my maxed out sword, I would have been so annoyed, because like I lost so much. And maybe it does, but to me, it's not clear enough. Like maybe it should be
probably in bold. You need to probably put a warning
that says
on the thing.
Like when you go to click the relic, you should say warning. Accepting this will delete your item.
Yeah, and that would literally, because some people don't know. I've had people literally say they didn't realize that.
Yeah, that is also true, Pringle. And yeah, that's a good idea. Is having the option to either get rid of the relic or get rid of the armor, because sometimes getting rid of the armor is cheaper. Or sometimes getting rid of the relic is cheaper. Obviously, just dependent on what relic's on there.
And that's why I keep telling people this is a beta server. Having these conversations and these talks, and like you being in here, Pringle, you can pass on this information.
MD, they don't add System Z stuff because he's not the be-all end-all of content creation. Like, Turkeys came from him and literally ripped the model he made for that and then whatever, but... I'm sure some of those things come up as ideas, but it's not. The
server's not System Z's server.
Yeah.
It is not his server at all. He's co-owner of the project, but he does. It's not his content. He puts in his opinion and his ideas and his creativity into it, but it's not. It's a lot of the videos that he's showing stuff are stuff that they had planned for the server as ideas already. The ones that I've been shown by his videos going, made your ideas into Minecraft, they'd already done it on the server, so he was just showing, oh, we already have that on the server. Or showing stuff, this is stuff in the works. People see that and think it's all System Z stuff. A lot of the stuff was already in the works, already an idea came up with the team back in the day from hashing ideas.
Yeah. I'm really looking forward to the definitely speculation here. I'm really looking forward to the New Year's event. That's definitely speculation and totally not 100% going to happen. By the way, that is speculation. I don't actually know.
Yeah. From what I've heard, I don't know if there will be a New Year's event. That's why I'm literally getting gummy right now to do my own firework event.
I don't think they'll do an event for it, but I think that they'll do something for either New Year's or for anniversary. It'd be silly of them not to do one.
Because I fully understand where people come from with everything with the server, and it is in beta.
Oh, there we go. Oh, I'm loading in. I had really bad X-ray for a second.
Jedi, I understand where you're coming from that with new players and everything. The thing is, I've met a lot of new players, they don't understand. The one thing that I've come across a lot of new players, they don't understand these mobs are actually dangerous.
That is true. Wait, bug tracker would be amazing. Yeah. Relics are mainly when you get more of them. Yeah, exactly. People don't realize that, like, in order to put a Wraith Rib on, in order to put any relic on, it costs 2k rubies. Like, it's not cheap. For, like, yeah, relatively to some of the richest of the rich, but 2k rubies is a decent amount of rubies.
I'm not rich. Literally, my set I have on my stream, people think I'm rich. This set has taken me 4 months to own. Of me playing now and again, trying to get it. 4 months to have my shadow set that I own. 4 months of me playing and streaming. It's taken me 4 months. Literally, literally the full armor set for my pickaxe and boots. All those are ones that I got just by killing Vast, just by my luck.
I mean, I'm very happy with my set that I have. It's a maxed out, like, it's a god set.
Mine's not maxed out, but it's good enough for what it is. I like having it because now and again I forget to talk or I forget to do something in stream, and next time I get hit by a mob, it's just there as my own protection. It's like my own safety net. Yeah,
that's why I also cannot wait for the hat cosmetic to be like to take the whatever of the relics and like be just an armor piece.
Yeah, because it's annoying because I can't wear hats, even though I want to wear them, but the full set needs my helmet.
Yeah. If if there was like a forge rune that you could get from dungeons, then could give you boulder and then the relic is applied. I don't know. Alyssa, why isn't she creator? She's not creator because I don't think she's applied. She very easily could get it, but you know, obviously not big enough. Oh no, she can't actually apply because she doesn't have 10k. She's only got 7k, which isn't good enough.
Yeah, no. From what I've heard, she was planning to apply, and then she asked me for them. I think someone passed on the information that I was given, and she's decided not to apply because she doesn't meet the requirements.
Despite the fact that she's got a YouTube channel with 7k and is rooted in the community as a member who most people know. Like...
That's the same with me.
Yep. That whole thing of... And the reason why people want creator rank is so that when new players join the server and press tab, they go and look at this content and go, wow, who's this creator? I'm gonna go watch them. Whereas with the way that it's...
The reason I want the rank is not to go who that new person. I want the rank to before 1.0. I don't mind if I don't get the rank before 1.0, because when 1.0 hits, there's going to be so many people that have the rank that are going to have so many big communities coming to the server. And when I say I'm live, it's happened with other servers, I'm going to have so many backlash of haters from their community going, oh, you're just following this content creator. Oh, you're just it always happens. It happens, and I eventually don't even chat in the server chat anymore.
Yeah, that is true. Whenever big people come over, it's like that whole thing where big number means you did it first. It's like when PewDiePie, as a meme, stole Jack's Film's Yai intro, and people genuinely... Like, PewDiePie did it as like a joke between him and Jack, yet people genuinely thought that Jack's Films, despite the fact that he had been uploading videos for like 8 years prior to PewDiePie uploading his first The Why video, people unironically thought that Jack's Films stole it because they don't look at the upload date.
That's the thing. That's the only thing I'm worried about, because I'm known in the community, and everybody says, "Oh, we'll still watch you, and we still support you." I fully know the community support me. Problem is, when the server takes off, there's going to be more players in the server's player base right now.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the problem. It doesn't matter if the community supports me, and I appreciate every little bit, one of you, every little bit. The problem is we're going to be outweighed by the big content creator player base.
And then we
will oversaturate.
And it's the sort of thing where I only want creator rank so that I can make good content and so that I can get the benefits, and so that new people
I want that as well. I want to support
to my,
Seven, have that
are drawn to my
connection
channel,
team.
and so that people, like, when I say, hey guys, I'm doing this whatever, people go, oh, he's a creator, he's not just a random trying to get started up. People go, okay, the server backs this person, thinks that they're a good content creator.
That's another reason I also want to put your point as well, because I'm known the server making content. I've literally been making custom stuff for the server. I literally have permission. All my follower emotes on my Twitch channel and now based on the server with permission from the team. I literally got permission, and I've literally made custom follow emotes by remaking some of the server emotes by hand. I literally hand pixel them myself. I literally remade Inky by pixel art. Remade them because I couldn't do it because of copyright. So I recreated things from the server to make custom follow emotes for my channel.
Pringle, the thing is if the big content creators join more than once, let's say the big content creators get hooked, that's when the other people stay around.
I understand where you're coming from, Pringle. I'm understanding, but the thing is, when you're someone that's been at this for 13 years, I've been doing it for 13 years, I've seen it happen too many times. People that are dedicated to supporting the community, putting their time and effort, get overshadowed by a big content creator, and the core community knows that person is a content creator, but the person that has a player base or a community player base from their content that's overweighs the number of the server's community by tenfold, will think that person is just copying the trend and will hate on them.
Yeah.
No matter how much I explain it, show all my fast footage, it doesn't matter what I do, because I don't have the rank, I'm just some random copycat. And most of the time, if it gets too much, I leave, because I can't mentally handle it. I've left game servers because it just got too much. I literally don't really post my TikToks much lately because bunch of people, Caf is trying to deal with it, have been hating on my TikTok because I'm using the Original Realm hashtag and saying Caf made it. Because he blew up on TikTok. I'm not joking. I'm getting hate on TikTok because I'm using the Original Realms hashtag because people are telling me that Caf made it. I'm not allowed to use it.
Who's this person?
Caf Nafi. I call him Caf for some reason. Nafi. You know how he blew up on TikTok?
Yeah.
A bunch of people have been hating my TikTok because I've been using the hashtag.
That's just called idiot. That is genuinely called oh my. So a game that Nafi didn't make, that he just promotes, be like, hey yo guys, I like this server, so yeah, and then people take that as, you know what, anyone else who likes this server and wants to see it succeed, we don't like that, okay? We don't like that here. So we're gonna criticize them and attack them because they're...
I've literally had to delete so many comments on my TikTok appears saying don't use that hashtag that's owned by this TikToker.
No, a hashtag is... Oh my... You can't own a hashtag.
I found it. That's what happens on TikTok. If a TikToker blows up and uses a hashtag, a bunch of the community on TikTok believes they own that hashtag, and if you use it, you're against that creator. That's why I literally do not scroll for TikTok. I've literally been warned by other creators. You do not scroll through TikTok. You post, put a schedule, and you don't even look at TikTok. Because it turns into a very toxic place against other people making content on there. If someone is blowing up ahead of you.
I've never been a big fan of TikTok.
Well, I'm trying to expand. The thing is, there's no way to actually grow on Twitch. You have to literally outbranch. So I've been trying to do TikTok to outbranch my content. Because I don't have time to edit YouTube videos. I just physically do not have time. When I stream every day. TikTok is a simple thing I can quickly do. I can literally go to a site called Stream Ladder, chuck my clip in there, cut the webcam out for free, cut the box out, upload to TikTok, put a title, hashtag done, leave it, schedule it. It's done. Not much work at all.
Yeah.
Understand where it comes in business. The server has... I know they're treating it as a business. They already have a player base that wants to support it. When the server does take off, it's going to take off. There are people wanting to spend a lot of money on the server. I know people that have spent a lot of money because they want to support the server because they know what is on the server. They know what the team is doing. I know it's a business, Pringle, and I fully understand that and everything. Updates, people spend a lot of money on the updates and everything. But you also got people that can't do that. That want to enjoy the server.
Yeah, there are so many people who play this game, and people don't realize this, and it's from basically any game that has monetization. The way a server doesn't make money, the way a server makes money, or a game in general makes money, isn't from everyone doing $1 or $2. Most of their money comes from a handful of people doing way large amounts of money. Like, a handful of people make up the majority of the donations on Origin Realms. I'm telling you, like, the top 5% of donators probably have donated 70% of the money.
And I know a couple of them, and the figures I'm not allowed to go into, but it's a lot of money.
Unironically, I know people on this server who have done 10 figures. Not 10 figures,
hey,
5 figures.
I just had a lovely person pop in my stream. Vision has just popped into my stream.
Ooh.
Hello, Vision. Vision, we're in the support lounge on the Discord for the server if you want to pop in. We're mostly discussing anything about the server. I'm mostly in CoCaptain's stream. He started it, and I thought I'll just join in.
By the way, if anyone in my stream wants to know who Octorok is, I've put a link in my description to his Twitch channel.
Yeah, you guys should go follow Octorok.
Hello,
yeah, no,
Space.
I Co-Captain, I've done it.
Hello.
It took me forever. I have figured out a way to make a very fast sled system that goes up.
Ooh.
It's taken me multiple streams and a lot of testing, and I've finally done it where I don't have to do a straight zigzag straight up. Do you want to come have a look at it?
Yeah, why not?
You just need a sled. So,
Oh,
literally what you
no.
do... So you see this box?
Yeah.
You want to hop out? So you click your sled on that block here that I'm standing on. It rocks you up because of the way the thing... And the moment you get to the top, and it bounces you forward, hold down W and don't let go.
Okay.
How the system works is the ladders from testing will allow you to go through but not back. So the back of the sled actually hits the ladder and it kicks you forwards.
Ooh. That's pretty cool. Pretty neat trick.
The other one I've made does it where you don't have to touch anything.
Yeah.
And I plan to build a gondola system. Sometimes it will kick you out at the top, but most of the time it doesn't.
Where's a wood type? Where's a piece of wood?
And
Oh,
the other
hello,
one I've
Pringle.
done, literally
Nice
you
to
don't have
see
to
you
touch
hopping
anything.
on. Pringle's hopping on the server, or at least into Minecraft, because I've got him friended on whatever, on Essential.
And my other one I've done, this one literally you don't have to touch anything. You just put the sled in and let it go.
Okay. I've finally got my sleigh. My sled. Sled.
So this one is probably the faster one. If you literally click it on that block that I'm on it,
So
you'll
this,
start rocking back.
this one? Or this one?
The furthest one, but step back from it.
Okay, well...
Facing... Yeah, and when it rocks to the top and pushes you forwards, you hold down W.
I messed it up.
Yeah, it's about timing. So it will kick you forwards a little bit, and then you just hit W when it starts kicking you forwards.
Hold on. Do I have this? There we
hold
go.
W. If you don't hold W, you lose speed, and it will actually biff you out.
Yo, MD,
Because it will
what's your...
glitch you through blocks, just because the glass, we found out from testing, leaders love to go through transparent blocks. I soon found out, and I found out they're not going to fix it because of brake sleeves, but I found a way to literally go through walls.
That's so funny. And then at the end, you get
And
biffed
just
out.
leave it and it will just knock you out.
Sick. And then...
You just hop off, and that's actually a back fence. So literally, if you bump into that backwards, it will actually stop you.
Ooh.
And then that's my downhill that I've been building.
Nice.
And then the other one,
BKB,
you just
what's your-
click and let it go.
Nice.
What's your IGN? I'll buy you VIP real quick.
So the other one, you literally let it go because it's full zigzag. Okay, Pringle. You just click. So with that one, that's a simple one. So if you just see this block here, just hold your sled and click on it.
Come on, down the
And
hill
then
we
don't
go.
On that one, you just don't touch anything and just
Oh
let it go.
no. I'm gonna die here so badly. Is this a... Oh, this is awesome. This is so
You went the
cool.
wrong way. That's literally the walking way up the hill. You literally went right past it.
TPA to me, Pringle, if you want to.
No, he's here.
Oh, okay.
So if you go to the one next to it, all you have to do is just click. And not have to touch anything, and it will actually send you all the way up. It's a little bit slow, but you literally don't have to touch a single thing. That one will literally send you up, but it's a little bit too high for the build. So I tried to literally, when I spent 4 hours trying to get the other one to work.
Here we go.
And this one will actually make you hit a wall that I put a torch up here. You actually spring off the wall and actually use the wall to help you guide stuff down.
Log on. Yeah, basically MDKV got banned. Space. So they cannot hop
Go
on.
back to VIP.
And then I'll wait till you're up here.
I
And
can't
I'll
remember
actually
what
show
their
you.
IGN is, but I know that they got banned.
Oh, they
I'm-
sent it. It's
Okay.
fine. I got it.
I'm working on actually making a competition track. I've been talking to Enza, and I plan to make a competition track system. We're playing our ideas of doing rings or stuff. So literally, this is my
Your
jump that I've built
eyes.
so far.
Sir, your eyes. Oh my.
Oh, he looks bald with the turtle hat on.
So all you have to do is literally just place it here and then just
Get
go
bowed.
down. This is what I learned on
There
first
you
day.
go.
Ladders actually are boosters.
Mm.
So if a ladder is placed on the drop, it actually boosts you. So if you go to the top of that hill and use your sled, you actually launch. This is actually my jump.
Oh, this is... I get it. I understand this. The race. That's so... Okay. Let me...
So if you do it, there's actually a target.
Wait, Pringle, do you know if you can repair sleds?
No.
You can't?
No, you can't.
Who's got the deepest voices?
That's Neto on his phone, probably.
I can...
Oh, yes, I am.
Hi, Nito.
Hello. Hello.
No, from what I've been told, I've talked to Enza, and he said no, sleds will not be repairable. Then what's the point of having penguins?
Yeah, you can repair sleds with penguin feathers.
Wait, you can? Did they actually add it?
Yeah, that's been a thing.
Okay, I got told that wasn't going to be added.
Oh!
Wait, what?
Okay.
It's a thing?
Apparently, according to Pringle.
Even I didn't know. Alright, cool.
Yay.
Dude, Origin Realms store is so slow right now.
Dang. I really
So
hope
I'm
they
still
do
working on this. I've
New
actually put
Year's
this build on
cosmetics or anniversary cosmetics or both. That would be better. Both would
Oh,
be
hello,
amazing.
Pringle.
Co-captain, I actually put this build on hold due to how hard it is to get decorations.
I
I
feel.
literally have a team of people in my community that get decorations, like ally named Hulk. He goes out of his way to get decorations for me.
Okay. Everyone who wants to participate in this amazing build Octa is built, I'm gonna go do a 5k giveaway for whoever's closest to the center up there. So I'm gonna go first, and then everyone else can come down. But I just need to go first to verify where everyone landed. I'll teleport to Octa space just because it's a bit
Okay.
hard for me because I'm on this track. Here we
Well,
go.
the thing is, I plan to actually make a tournament here eventually. Probably we're looking at about 10 to 15k rewards for it.
By the way, when you reach the bottom, make sure you don't hop out of your sled. That's something that I need to say. So when you reach the bottom, don't hop out of your sled. Because you slide with your sled. So, oh my.
Oh, I suck.
Nice. Okay, so you're green, outer layer of green.
I don't need 5k. I'm just bored.
Yep, you're
I
the
actually
same.
got dead center the other day. I just suck.
Okay, Alay's pretty close.
I forgot to hit W again.
I think Alay's got it.
Yeah, he's
And-
got
oh,
a really
Pringle.
good at it.
Unless... Oh, the mid-air turn!
Oh wait. Oh no. Does it not show the dono message for people who aren't online?
No.
Oh,
Hello,
okay.
you won.
MDKV.
Wait, did Alay win or Pringle? Who's closer?
Alay.
Probably Alay. I would say. Yeah, Alay did.
Okay. Alay named Hulk.
And
5.
Alay, don't give me the money, because I don't get him. He gives me all the money he gets.
Well, then just give
It's
it to
your
Pringle
money.
if you don't want it. Because he came second.
You do not give it to me. You keep it for yourself.
But yeah,
But the plan for this is actually to build a ski lodge over here and actually have a tournament
Ooh.
with... This was a test platform. The plan is eventually to also have jump rings. So I'm playing around with the idea right now that I've been testing. I found out that I can Jesus walk from testing. Bubble elevators work on sleds. You can put a bubble elevator under a river. And if you sit faster, you glide across the top of the water.
that's so cool.
Oh.
And you
That's
can use
kinda
bubble
cool.
elevators to launch yourself and make actually super jumps.
Ooh.
So I'm planning to remove this jump and literally have never portals, because I worked out never portals can actually slow you down.
Pringle's a team member.
I don't know
He gets
why.
attacked by mobs even if he's a visitor.
I don't know why.
No.
But I'm not joking. Going for a never portal will actually slow you down. Only a little bit, but it will actually cut your speed. So the idea is actually to set it up when this track is still test track, but when I fully build it, to have never portal rings.
Oh yeah.
And literally have this as a proper little actual jump thing with rings, because I figured out you can actually mid-air you can jump off your sled and land on the target and take no fall damage.
Ooh.
So if you hop off the sled mid-flight, you can actually land on it.
I need to test something whether this is true, because I'm pretty sure that if you go backwards, like, your momentum is different.
Backwards, so with the sled from testing, your backwards can give you a boost, but with the ladders, it can bug out. So the way the hitbox works, it actually, from testing what we believe it's got 2 hitboxes. One for the front for downhill. The way the sled works, so head works by facing downwards. If you go backwards, it actually can slow itself down. Its rotation is how it works.
By the way, what are people's thoughts on my thumbnail for my stream? It's a good thumbnail.
I don't even remember what it was.
Did you see the meme I put in voice?
We live in an economy.
That's another amazing meme, Pringle.
I am 90% sure that sleds are just armor stands. With
every model. No, we coded the physics. Minecart's
I was literally told the physical code, and it's literally Enzo's been using me as a test subject for testing day 1. He never knew ladders could be boosters. Literally, he never tested
What are you
ladders.
saying? Who?
The guy that made them. I'm not good with names. I nickname everyone. It's the Enderman. It's literally the guy that does all the models for the
Energized?
Enderman.
Yeah, I call him Enza for some reason. It's like how I call Nafi Kef for some reason. My disability signs a name to someone, and it's really hard for me to literally break that.
Fair enough.
This whole build is work in progress. So literally, we've been experimenting with other stuff. I've made a working roller coaster. At one point, I got a roller coaster working where I could literally go up, drop back down with the elevator, and literally loop. I was able to get it to loop about 5 rotations. Literally go up, fall backwards, elevator back up, drop back down, and just keep doing figure 8s.
CoCap, I just got dead center.
So I've learned how to make the sled go figure 8s with a system using the system I've built with ladders.
Oh, Marm landed next to me. Let's go.
But the thing now that I know another group is testing is trying to actually make working roller coasters using water. Water loves sleds, but it's very hard to get rotation back to perfect. It will sometimes just flip you over a random way or launch you through a block.
Doesn't regular water literally just have no effect on sleds at all?
Oh no, it does. It will actually bump you around. If you have different currents, it will actually push the sled around like a boat, but we're more violent.
Oh yeah, if you just use stationary
also
water,
learned a thing that I'm telling people not to do. If you came here earlier, there used to be a booster thing here with redstone that worked. The server lagged. I've launched someone into the void.
Wait, what?
So I used to have
Can I go to the void?
No, I've removed it. I've been told not to ever rebuild it till they fix the bug.
Alright, time to figure out how to do it so I can launch myself into the void and die.
No, it was lag and just for some reason they got stuck in the slime box and the piston, and it kept pushing their sled back and forth, and it couldn't go anywhere, and because the floor was glass, they just went down.
That's amazing.
What's the leads? Because the moment you're in a sled and you can actually phase through blocks now and again by lag or going through things, and once you're in the block, the sled decides if it's going to take you up. Most of the time it's up, but if it's lagging, it'll just take you down.
I was in spawn the other day just screwing around with sleds, and I went through a wall and somehow ended up in peanuts, and I had to TP out before I got banned.
Ayo, Pringle, TP to me and I'll show you perfectly just how bugged these things are. Just how bugged
sleds?
are.
No, don't
do
that.
I just TP to Octorock Run.
Don't, CoCap, don't do that.
Don't do that. No, he doesn't actually like us doing that. He's seen me doing it.
Yeah, Castiel will report. Castiel will actually report you. Don't do it.
He doesn't mind me showing off the build, but he's asked me not to do the sled thing again because he found a bunch of people sledding around in the build while he was trying to build.
Oh, that's sad. Okay, so
if you're nice to Castiel Claw and you're just like, yo, can I visit your museum? He'll be like, yeah, sure.
Yeah, no, he's good. I've found out most people I've been showing how to fix their defenses against sleds, because I've had some people literally sledding into people's bases to literally go behind their redstone. Because another bug they're trying to fix and they don't know if they can fix it, people are literally using sleds to go behind people's redstone to bump their minecarts. Because we've now found out from today, sled can actually interact with people's hopper minecarts. and rounds.
Ooh, it's
Wait,
a
you can-
double-decker
You ride
couch!
sleds in other people's realms.
Not place, but you can ride them. So people,
Oh.
because sleds can phase through most glass blocks. From my testing, that's why my elevator works, because it's glass.
Actually, wait,
Guys,
who is
TP
this?
over to
Oc-
me, we've got a
Octorok,
double-decker couch.
Look at me real quick. Look at me, I'm behind you. Oh, okay, you can't anymore, they fixed it. You used to be able to play sleds. You would,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they fixed it because I reported it, but
Yeah,
you
no,
used to be
I-
able to shift-right click on an entity in order to spawn a
Yeah,
sled
no,
down.
they fixed it straight away after someone filled the casino with sleds.
I
love
also
this
might have
couch,
accidentally glitched into the sewers and gotten.
Oh no, I did that by
Also,
mistake on stream. I
guess
clicked
what?
on an NPC and somehow just next one flew under the ground.
A player has officially got every single cosmetic in the game again.
Oh,
Who?
Boxic finally has every single cosmetic.
What a surprise.
Yeah, the first person to do it was Gigastrick, but then more cosmetics were added, so currently the record is Boxic. And probably forever will be Boxic.
Me and Boxer are on kind of neutral good terms. I get so many people messaging me that I shouldn't trust him. He's all right as a person, just down to earth talking, but the moment he starts going about economy or anything, I just leave.
Fair enough.
Yeah, there's a large portion of the OR community that dislikes Boxic.
I think he's
Because he
okay.
can't go 5 seconds without talking about economy.
I mean, yeah, that's the only reason. He plays this game for an investment, and people don't realize that. People don't
Yeah, he
realize that
invests-
him and
he
Strick,
invests
the
in
only reason that they
cosmetics.
played on the server to begin with is when trading was a thing, so they could buy and sell stuff, and ended up making like 500-600 US.
Oh, not even that, dude. They made thousands.
Oh yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I wanted to be.
They
the-
easily made thousands.
Yeah.
I've had to try and explain to him because I got him in a call one time, and then because him and Barry Dave were complaining and causing arguments in the chat, and because Dave is one of my moderators, and I know Brock, I literally got them on both 2 separate calls, talking both of them casually, and now they're going to stay neutral and stop bringing arguments in local chat, because both of them were starting to actually fight in local chat.
Because the
know,
reason that
let's-
the
and
argument was
Ashley and the team
started
were
was
starting
pretty
to
much
get really
because
annoyed
of
at them
the
because they
IRL
wouldn't
trading.
stop.
But
Well, he has very strong opinions against real-world trading and doesn't understand the context, no matter how much time I explain it
Dude,
to
wait,
him.
Barry or
yeah,
Barry,
that-
he
Barry?
get-
Oh,
He's
I
has
agree
a
with
very
him.
strong hate against it.
I mean, it's not allowed anymore.
Yeah, it's not
on the
allowed
server.
anymore.
just
And
want
I'm
to
happy
say,
it's not allowed.
um,
The servers put their foot down because it was people were starting to
CoCap.
spam people. But it's very hard to police that kind of thing.
hey Pringle, if an underground black market was inevitably to be discovered on the server, would I be allowed to make a video explaining the history of it? Obviously not encouraging it, and when it gets like banned or whatever. Like, is content on stuff that the community or that the staff team is against, is content allowed to be made on stuff like that?
I mean, yeah, just don't get any information from questionable places.
Yeah, obviously.
yeah,
Yeah,
I don't get
and
information from
probably-
bad sources and don't
Probably
encourage it.
my stand on it, because I know a content creator that does it with RuneScape, his rule on it is if he does find it, he literally blurs out
Oh
anyone's
yeah, I'll
names
blur out all names and stuff.
and doesn't show any way of finding it.
Mm.
So it doesn't allow
RuneScape's-
people to literally
Dude, if
monopolize from it or use it
Origin
as well.
Realms
Look,
fin
this
about to
message showed me
blow
how
up,
to do
and you're
it.
gonna get buy rubies with real life money ads that like how Hypixel Skyblock used to have ads on
we're gonna-
videos.
Oh,
We're
yeah,
gonna
we
get
did that
those
with the game. That's
websites.
why I left one of my games. Literally, the developers of the game literally were letting hackers and cheaters run wild, and they started removing accessibility from the game to add more pay-to-win features. So I left.
It's because they gain money from it. Once it becomes an IRL trading-based economy, they just make insane amounts of money off of it, and there's no reason to switch off of it.
Yeah, and they just will allow it happen. So I'm happy the server's done a stand on it because there was some people bringing it up in my chat, and I'm trying to explain to people. I had a good talk with Box when he started doing it and explaining it to me and coming from his point of view. And he brought up some really good points, but some of his points didn't make sense, so I put those back at him. And we had a good talk, and he realized he did make a mistake on the day they were fixing it. He realizes he shouldn't have done that. He realizes that now he had a lot of hate to him. He realized he should have not even said that in chat. He literally had a spreadsheet and was like, I'm doing this before the rule changes. The rule is changing soon. come buy stuff from me now before the rule change. I'm buying this and this for this money. Doing that over and over again before the rule changed. Not realizing.
I've heard
was
from him
literally
and
making
Strick
people
that they
want to
both
kill
did
him.
trades within 5 minutes of the rule being announced.
Dude, I'm gonna be honest with you. I did an IRL trade on the day the rule got announced. I
Before
was
or
selling
after?
though. Before, obviously. I wouldn't announce myself breaking the rules in like.
Yeah,
a
gonna be
30
honest, I
year
X-rayed
game.
a bunch, you know, no big deal.
Yeah, don't mind me.
And
Just gonna install Aristois. I don't know. No, but I made. If I'm being completely honest with you, I made over 1,000 USD that day.
You know, there are
And,
people
like-
that I know that have done that and everything, but I think Box realized what he was doing that day was a little bit promoting that the rule is changing. He knows rule is changing. He's got a spreadsheet. Come give me. I have so much money to use, and was telling people he has a couple $1,000 to spend today. They're all on discount. He was literally doing it as a discount sale, end of sale before the rule changes. That made Barry pissed, as well as it made a ton of other people pissed at him. And he didn't understand that was a really dumb, bad thing to do. He's realized it was dumb now.
It looked desperate, if anything.
It looked a lot of people. That's why Barry got very angry.
I find it very funny because that mirrors the
Why is there a
desperation of the
composter over
person.
here with a trapdoor?
I find it that's so funny
I
because
don't
it
know.
mirrors the desperation that Strictly Hippie had when he stole everything from Boxer.
Yeah, and I've had a talk of Happy and everything, and I
Can
now
I-
understand what happened to Happy. I'm not really going to go into it because it doesn't need to be going into it, but he was not in a good headspace at the time. He was just not in a good headspace, and I've now had clarification kind of roughly what happened with him, and I'm happy he's good now and he's back in the community. That's the thing. If someone is getting that, no one in the community gets banned, but there is justification for them to come back and they've changed their ways, that I do enjoy. I'm happy he's back because he's not in the community and he's at least got help. Because it was really strange that day. I was there the day he was selling all that stuff. He literally tried to get me to buy stuff.
Lol, you're trapped.
And I brought it up to staff going, this doesn't seem right. He won't let me see the build. He's annoying me letting me see the build. And he's trying to sell stuff that I never
Wrecked.
knew he had.
Wrecked. You've been wrecked, LA. You're stuck now. I mean, you.
Because the thing is, there's all different people in this community that come from all different backgrounds. And you need to be careful. There's a lot of people take me from face value. But due to my disabilities, I literally cannot control sometimes my actions or what the next day may bring.
Hello,
I don't
Russian.
remember what happened last week.
Sorry, I don't know how to pronounce your name because it's in Russian and I'm not bilingual.
And if also, I'm give you guys a rule. If I'm going on too much, tell me to shut up because I don't know that I'm doing that.
Okay.
I don't think
So-
anybody's gonna tell you to shut up. No
Oh no,
offense.
it's my own rule that I tell people just in case because I don't know if I'm going on too much or repeating myself.
I don't think I could bring myself to the confidence to do that. Hi, Celestial. That's a very interesting name. That is definitely not the name of a Spotify song. Ringo, give me trusted. I want to live in the composter.
I'm like out of slots, or almost out of slots.
You know, but that's
So I
really
only add
cool. But I want to
verses
live in the
with people.
composter.
Because we're talking about all this discussion and everything, and you've been in CoCap streams. Anything that you want to put in, anything that it doesn't have to be because I know you're staff. You can't go into staff stuff, but imagine you're not staff now. You don't have any power. You don't know anything going on. Just your personal view on what you think the server is turning or anything that you want to put in, because the thing is, this is a conversation against anyone to come talk. CoCap has done this for anyone to talk about anything, their views, whatever they feel like the server this stage, just discussion. So imagine you're not staff, you have no power, you're just a player in the community, and your views.
I mean, all the stuff I really want from the server is already like planned for the future, like dungeons and bosses and such.
Yeah, I know about all this stuff, but I mean, what you think of the community, like the player base, what's going on with you've seen in the community over the last couple of months, or that kind of stuff. Like, what do you feel like that kind of stuff, like the stuff we've brought up with the economy, all that kind of thing? Because content is content. Everyone's looking forward to it.
I mean,
But just
like-
player-based, it doesn't matter what content you add.
most people disagree with me, but I don't have that many issues with the economy. Probably because I don't really care about collecting cosmetics and stuff, though. I just kind of play.
Yeah, that's kind of like me. I don't really care about the cosmetics. I just want to play and build. The problem is the decorations. Some decorations I need, people put a bloody price tag on them that I'm going, come on, I just want that
Mom, I
decoration
don't, sorry.
to use in the build in this way, but I need 30k just to have it.
By the
Why?
way, check DMs. Space.
That's the thing that annoys me with there's some decorations that I want to use and builds.
I'll be back
But
in
no,
just
they're
a
behind
second.
a paywall of 30 to 40k to 50k.
I'm currently streaming, Zach.
No, I'm the stream. I'm the CXY guy in your chat.
Oh, hello.
What are you doing, man?
I'm streaming. I'm in a call talking about the economy on a game that I make videos on.
Oh right. Oh yeah, I've seen them. They're pretty good.
Thank you. Is there anything you need / wanted or whatever, or?
I was wondering if you wanted to play something else later. There's like no one on.
Yeah, I'm down to play something else later. I've got other stuff that I need to do, like I need to go exercise and stuff, but yeah, I'm down. I just need to go back and join the other people, because
Yeah, all good.
we're talking. Okay, well,
Alright, have a good one, sir.
nice talking to you. See ya.
Which is not a good thing.
Because
People
I
seeking out.
appreciate what you did,
That
giving me
sucks.
those decorations for Halloween. They made the build come to life.
Did I do that?
Was that you?
I think it was me. I don't remember though.
Did you have the username Cosmo Fox?
Yeah, that was me.
Then it was you. And I'm so sorry that you changed your name. I was literally panicking, thinking something bad had happened to Cosmo Fox. I hadn't seen Cosmo Fox in ages. Because no one
I've
told me you
had-
changed your
Oh, yeah.
name.
I've had my name as Spaceru since Alpha. I changed it for like a month because I lost a bet.
Yeah, I didn't know that, so I thought Cosmo Fox was some player in the community, so I was panicking on my stream, asking people, no one would tell me where you were. Because no one told me you changed your name. So like for a good
Okay.
like all of November and just only like a week ago, I had no idea you changed your name, and I was starting to think something bad happened to you because no one had heard word from you.
I occasionally quit the community because of boredom.
That's fair.
Because I was worried about you.
That's great.
Quitting the community out of boredom is fair. That's literally why this whole stream idea started, is because people got bored and started making stupid stuff
Honestly,
in the economy.
I think you should do daily discussion streams or like weekly because it's very interesting.
Yeah, if there's something to discuss, I'll do it. It's just I don't want to.
Yeah, I've enjoyed this, and I've had people watching my end. Because sometimes this is good to bring that up to, because a lot of people don't even know this stuff is happening. They come to the server and not realize there's a different sides to the server's community. This server has so many different sides that there's so many players that are coming into the community the first time and get chucked into the deep end.
Yeah. Something
and not
that
realize that something they've done may offend someone else in the community. I literally have been told there are people that hate my guts because I'm a content creator. They won't even get to know me. They just hate me.
Okay then.
I'm
Because
laughing
they think
because
I'm like any other
it's a
content
bad
creator.
opinion to have, not because.
One of their friends literally likes my content but won't tell them they like my content because they live next door. So to show they appreciate me, they gifted me an Easter bow. And then the Void thing deleted it.
Nice.
CoCap, check
And then
DMs.
Robot spawned it back in because one of the staff vouchered for me, so that was nice. Robot spawned it back in because after they fixed my realm, everything that happened on the day of it happening didn't come back. So Robot went out of his way to spawn it back in and ask another staff, and another staff, don't know what staff vouched me because they saw it on an item frame in my realm.
Oh wait, the entity bug.
Yeah, the NT bug deleted all my stuff, and then the
Yeah.
day the Penguin update happened, anything that deleted on that day, that I placed on that day, never came back. So, keys that I had for Christmas, giving away, they all disappeared. My penguins disappeared. My panda disappeared and my polar bear disappeared, so he gave them back in nets.
I'm
And then
still waiting on my stuff to come back.
Yeah, I've been told it's an issue that is just Minecraft. That's the problem. A lot of people are blaming the server for that bug. Nope. It's a Minecraft bug. That's the thing that annoys me the most, is people blame the server and the team for a bug, when 90% of the time it's not the server's fault at all, it's Minecraft. Minecraft 1.18 is buggy. It's one of the largest updates to Minecraft to date that adds so much new content and train generation in ways that the train generates. What had happened, it's literally an entity memory leak. It's happened with other servers I know, because the server has a custom plugin built for the server that controls entities and literally entities so they don't despawn. Because of 1.18 has added a new system that deals with entities, the plugin didn't know how to handle it. And this is my own conclusion, talking to other people that know server stuff, and this is what we came to conclusion. And what the server did, it randomly chose random realms and just started deleting stuff because memory. The server had so many stuff to transfer, and what probably happened is what normally happens with Minecraft. What does Minecraft delete first? When there's problems, entities. Every bloody time. It is coded into the game. If there's lag and issue problems, most servers will drop the entities to free up space. Because people use entities to crash servers. So most base plugins have a system built in place, or most servers, or just Minecraft in general, if there's too many entities in a world, and it's causing the server to crash, it wipes entities. So what it was doing, it was randomly choosing random realms that had so many entities, even harder entities, and just started wiping stuff. The staff instantly realized what was going on, shut down the server, put out a fix for it. Problem is, the magic thing they have to do now is they have to go to every single person's player data file, and this is why they call it magic. Pull up your player data file, find the data that holds your entities, and then force them back into your world. That's why they don't want people to change stuff. Because if you change stuff, the server has a lot more harder time forcing something that's on an item frame if that object ain't there to place it back onto. So people have been changing their realms around where there were item frames, and the items are coming back. The item frame's getting put back and then just getting dropped, just getting popped off the wall because there's no wall there. That's why they keep saying stop moving stuff around, because they have to manually do it.
I mean,
from what I know, there's hundreds of realms that affected them. The list is long. They have your list.
It was a pretty small spread issue. It wasn't that many realms affected.
But the thing is, there's also team members that are doing it. They have to manually do it, and it has to be done by the administration side. It can't be like a moderator or a team member. It has to be done by CLTEL side, by administrator, by the behind the scenes of the server side. And going through lists of the server, because they have to find your list, because it's not done by your name, it's literally done by a string of code. That's your server entity data.
Hey, Pringle.
It takes freaking forever.
Can you please DM me your channel link?
For YouTube, he means.
Oh, wait. Like
your YouTube channel link.
Oh,
click on your profile in YouTube and then send him the link.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the thing with that bug. Because the thing is, I have to keep explaining to people, it's not the server's fault. It's like people are going, oh, they should have been ready for it. It's the thing that annoys me with people that assume that it's the server's fault, when it's 10 out of 10, it's mostly Minecraft. Minecraft, in general, is a buggy piece of beeping.
True.
I know that firsthand building servers. Minecraft loves to break. If it doesn't break, it's just as a miracle, but Minecraft loves to break. And when you've got a server that is so custom, it's going to break. It's not like it's not going to break. I'm amazed they were able to even pull off what they did with moving those so many servers. I thought the server would have been gone for a week. That was amazing they were able to do that. I was amazed they were doing because they were exhausted by that, and then next moment to have next moment entities deleting. And people panicking over it, fix my stuff now, and I'm going, it's unexpected. They didn't know that would happen. How could they know that would happen? It was not on any of the dev server. Nothing was alerted that could happen. They put everything in thing to make sure that didn't happen, and it still happened.
There's not really anything. It would have been one of their custom systems that did it, because vanilla server jars don't do that. They just crash.
They crash, but also sometimes they do delete. It has deleted entities on servers that I've been part of.
It depends
sometimes
on the
at
server
Worldwide,
software.
at
Paper
Worldwide,
does, and they use a fork of paper.
Sometimes at Worldwide, it will lag and delete. Old days of Minecraft chunks not loading. It's because this server is not a normal server; it's a realm server, so it uses a whole entire different system. So realm servers they're literally mini servers on top of another server.
Their nodes, yeah.
And they have a problem of doing that. A normal server doesn't do it, but nodes have an issue of memory leaking. And
Yeah,
when
it's
they
because
memory leak, they decide to delete entities first.
It's because they basically have like really God, what is the word? Flexible RAM, I guess you could say.
Yeah. Flexible
Their
RAM,
RAM gets changed around a lot, like the amount of RAM they have, the amount of memory, because they need to basically deal with the amount of incoming realms from new players.
And the people that have bigger realms, that have higher ranks, do have priority. But even with that priority, on and off, he'll turn it, because realms don't always stay up. Elite ones stay up all the time. That's a whole nother issue I'm not even going to get into. But the people that have realms that aren't on all the time, going on and off, on and off, on and off like a light switch, puts a lot of strain onto all the other realms. You know, when you have that loading screen, it's trying to save your realm as a backup just in case something fails. Because I've seen what happens when literally you have thousands of realms and one realm fails and it just dominoes effects.
Honestly, I can understand some of the stress because, like, if my realm would have been deleted, I would have lost, like, a very large portion of real-life money.
Yeah, and that they understand that. The team understood that. They literally have been going out of their way to try and get this stuff sorted and try and do it, but it takes time. There are people I know that are still waiting for their realm, and they know, from what I've heard, they know things it happened at the worst time possible. You have a major, massive update of the server, and you're at Christmas with your families, and a lot of people on the team actually are still in high school or in college and have family, and they're going home to Christmas with their family. I don't think your grandma, one of them told me, my grandma would literally pull me by the ear, my ear, and pull me off my computer if I sat down to try fix it, literally try and help the server. Literally, that's what one of the team members told me. His grandma would have yanked him off his chair and made him sit with dinner. Because it's family time, it's Christmas.
He should be, to be honest.
Because you've got Christmas time with family and everything. A lot of people are home with the holidays, they have all their family traditions. And end of the day, it's just a game server, even though we love it like death, and it's a bad thing that happened, it's just the worst time it could have happened. At least they were on the board to shut down the server and fix the issue.
It wasn't very widespread. It was only like.
And there is
I think
a bug.
The announcement said it was like less than 40 realms affected.
I think it was like 6. Let me check.
From what I got reports, it was about 120 in the end.
It was 40.
Okay,
They said
guys,
a
I
group
will
of
be
roughly
back.
40.
I just need to
Okay, then there was
go
probably a lot of people
get
faking
my
as well.
lunch
That was another
or
thing
dinner.
that people didn't realise. There were people
Yeah.
saying they lost their stuff when they didn't lose their stuff to try and get free items.
Also,
I
I think
recall.
when
Oh.
support and questions started getting filled with all the reports, people didn't understand what they were for, and were just like filling out reports for what items they lost when they died.
Yeah, that was happening as well
Yeah.
from what I heard. As well as there is a now new underlying bug that has come out that from what I've heard they're trying to fix that is still deleting items and they don't know why that's happening.
I don't think there is anything like that.
I've been told a couple of realms have literally having items disappeared. Celestia's had items
Celestial
disappearing.
Sorcery.
Yeah, I think they said
Well,
they
there
got
is-
They got
Like a
their stuff
weird-
refunded.
Okay.
I'm pretty
There
sure.
has been like a couple times a weird issue where entities aren't rendering in people's
Yeah,
realms, but they're
that's
still
what I've
there.
been telling that may be the bug I've been
That's-
telling them and they think their stuff's gone. I'm going sometimes it's even just by connection issue. But people will literally jump to the worst conclusion that comes with any server. people will jump to the worst conclusions straight away and without rationally thinking. If it's when it comes to monetized value items, they'll think it's gone and the world's ending. And that's when I tell a lot of people on my stream, have a breather, stop, log off. I've convinced so many people that have lost their stuff from dying not to quit the server. Great one is the real Space Marine. I've convinced him to not quit twice now, where he was literally going to burn all his items and delete his realm and quit. And once he sat down and had a breather and went hang out with his family and came back with a clear head, he realized he was doing a dumb thing. But in the moment, you lose your stuff. Red flags go off, world's ending, burn it all, quit.
I still wonder to this day what happened to that one kid who was crying in call after he died. How was that?
Oh, that poor kid. I saw that video that someone recorded it and sent it to me. That was really sad.
Because I have passed on the team. There is another bug we found out with the resource world that is not resetting.
Oh, and the custom blocks weren't spawning literally at all.
No. That was fixed. No, the resource world.
They fixed that. That was
funny,
though.
There's so many resource worlds now. That's another issue they're probably going to be dealing with for quite a while. Because there's so many resource worlds. They say they're resetting. Your home doesn't work. You come back a couple hours later. You click that same home. You're back in the resource world. I'm in a resource world that has not reset in 4 days. And they said no, it resetted. It looked like it resetted. I come back, I've still got the same home.
Dude, there was... I started to change the topic, but there was, like, going back to dying with items. There used to be a bug around, like, a little bit, like, a few days after beta. Or, like, a few days after Totems of Keeping were, like, fully added and stuff. And they just didn't work properly one time, and I had, like, close to, like, in now's price, around 6 mil of rubies worth of stuff on me. It was like full Valentine stuff and everything, because it was during the event. And I died to an invulnerable pufferfish, and my totem didn't pop. So I lost all of my stuff, because it was in the resource world, and someone had spawned one on me. It sucked.
And also the person that just brought up to a point what it was that in my chat. I have a fun thing that happens in my chat daily. Because of a past community that didn't like me because I reported a bunch of their community cheating in the game, they've put me on a bunch of lists online that I regularly, every stream, have bots coming into my stream asking me if I will buy followers. Every stream.
Oh, that's terrible.
They've probably raided me with bots well over in the 40k. I've literally removed over 40,000 followers this year from my channel from their raids. And they keep doing it and sending me screenshots. Hey, did you like our followers we sent you today? And Twitch knows all about them, but they won't do anything about it. Even the developers of the game know they were doing it. And instead of doing anything about it, they partnered up with them. Thinking they had a big community. When the whole community was literally selling bots. So that's when I had the last straw and left. And I found this community and I love this server. But they still... Their effect still lingers in my stream. So I literally, on the daily, every time I go live, I'm banning 4 to 5 whoyoubyfollower.com bots. Every stream.
No.
So that's what that was, the person I banned. I think just in the last hour, I've banned 2 of them.
Wait, does rooted dirt, like, leave a trail all the way down to a lush cave? Because there's a lot of rooted dirt going on.
No, it puts patches of them under the tree.
Yeah,
but there's like a trail going down.
Yeah, it mostly will
it leads
down.
all the way to the lush cave.
Yeah.
Oh.
Because it's attached to the cave.
Oh, here it is, yep.
just talking about Christmas. He was asking for help ideas. He couldn't figure out decoration ideas. Were a bunch of people in here. I was the only one left behind because people were just leaving because they didn't want spoilers. And I said, how about a festivized arm piece or something with Christmas lights wrapped around you? And he goes, oh, I love that idea. I'm going to make it now. Then what happens? A Christmas light arm piece. I literally gave him that idea. He didn't know what to do for decorations. So I said, how about a festivized item? Because he said, I play TF2. Festivized is fun. How about an arm piece with Christmas lights? And he goes, oh, I love that idea. And he said, I'll go off and make it. And then he added it. And then I asked him, would penguins ever be a thing? And he goes, if I've made concept art of it, then it will be a thing. Penguins are coming.
Well, I don't think he quite said that. I think he said he'd drawn concept art for penguins.
Yeah, he did. And then afterwards, he said, afterwards when I ended, I was still in there. He said, yes, penguins are coming. And then left.
Well, I'm fairly
What?
certain that was after the feather was announced and stuff.
Hello, Mom.
Yeah, it's...
You know, oh yeah, so back in after beta, there was like some makeshift team for looking through the pack or whatever before it was like announced to be against the rules, and we saw that feather and we were like, what the hell is that?
Wait, what do you
We were
mean?
so confused. That feather's been in the
What?
pack for...
No, it has not.
No,
It
you're
has.
thinking of
That's not
the
true.
other one.
Oh, yeah, they
You mean
look like
Arthur's
exactly
feather
the
that he
same.
holds?
No, there was another grayscaled one. We didn't know what it did, and apparently it got
It was
removed,
okay. Basically, you know, good old Finn. If you know Finn,
but,
A lot of fins, but I don't know the fin you're talking about.
I'll just DM space.
I don't know what fin you're talking about either. We can see your stream chat, your Discord screen.
Oh goodness me. Anyway, it doesn't
I might
matter.
as well just let you know we can
Thank
literally
you.
see that. We
Uh,
can see you're doing share screen. We can now see your YouTube analytics.
I don't care about the analytics.
Do you have a second screen?
Game capture. There we go. Oh my goodness.
Uh-oh.
Didn't
CoCap
leak
leaks
anything.
DMs part 1.
No, it's fine. I didn't leak anything. Okay.
Thankfully, the image I sent you was too far enough to not leak
More to
anything.
see.
Whew! What? I fixed it.
Yeah, I saw. No, that's fixed. That's fixed. I wait. No, you're good. You're good.
Okay.
Oh my
Anyways,
god.
what were you sending to me? Now that you're not actively going to
I'm
leak
freaked
them,
out.
You should.
Reeve, you're fine. You didn't leak anything. We couldn't see anything. It was too small. It was way
Oh,
too
that feather. Oh. Okay. All that just to say the okay. Wait, you didn't even have to. No.
Pringle, why would you send me that DM?
What did Pringle send you?
He sent me his IP address.
I don't think he actually said. I don't think he
Oh,
actually
okay.
sent you his IP address.
Well, I search up the IP and it doesn't direct me to something.
Hey, Pringle, I have a great idea. So, we're gonna do this little trick. You're gonna get your social security card out. You're gonna read me the digits, and that's how many rubies I'm gonna give you.
It's a good idea.
All right, great idea.
Yeah, definitely gonna go along with that.
Yeah, no, the thing is,
And also, while you're at it, give me your credit card details.
because the thing is, one team member, he's apologized. I've told him not to do it anymore. He thought he thought I some reason had content rank and I didn't have content rank.
Yeah.
There is literally some team members and some moderators thinking I have content rank when I was playing I don't have content rank.
How old do you have to be a part of the community? If you want to be in the Discord, you have to be 13.
But if you want to be a part of the community, you can be 0 years old. You just need a Minecraft account.
Well, technically, Minecraft is E10 plus. So...
All right, listen here, Pringle. Who actually follows that?
Okay, that's true.
That's like telling like 11-year-old to not play GTA 5. It's gonna
Well,
happen.
no,
You can't do
actually,
anything about it.
I wasn't allowed to play games until I was 17.
That's incredibly funny and sad. Also,
That's why there's guidelines.
I was never directly disallowed. I just wasn't interested in it.
I was allowed to play whatever I want. I played GTA when I was like 9. my parents did not care. They were like, here's GTA and an Xbox, what was it, 360, go have fun.
Mm. What's everyone's opinions on the console wars and who do you think's winning?
Don't care.
Thank you.
Don't
Console
care.
wars, console wars are literally just created by the community. The actual creators of the consoles do not care.
Well,
I
I
mean,
don't
they
care one
actually,
bit.
do. I mean,
love
if
what
a
they-
console falls out of practice, I think the company who makes a console would be a little bit annoyed.
Yeah, but
Well, I mean,
most-
like,
They're
Well,
definitely
I'm gonna give you
Xbox
an
and
idea.
PlayStation are definitely direct competitors.
Let me give you an idea.
like-
I'm a part of Able Games now, soon probably might become an ambassador for them. And they work aside with Xbox and Sony.
Mm.
And both of them collab together to make disabled equipment for people with disabilities. End of the day, both of them understand gaming is for everyone and they work together to make tools to help people with
Oh,
disabilities.
yeah.
End of the day, money is money, but end of the day, even the CEO of Xbox, the guy that runs Xbox, not Bill Gates, but there's actually a guy that runs the Xbox division.
Mm.
Him and the owner of Sony, they would literally go out to lunch now and again when they're both in town and meet up with each other. They get along. They understand they both are different businesses, but most of the time they get along.
Mm.
It's just consoles are consoles. End of the day, they are technically just a PC.
Mm.
In my
That's what makes
opinion,
people laugh. Most hardware and consoles are the same hardware that people could literally build on a computer. They're just form factor computers. that
you
use a
should just
different
get
operating
whatever
system.
console that has games you want to play on it.
Yeah, just play what you want to play.
Mm.
Okay, I've checked DMs.
Not live.
Also, don't leak DMs again. That's probably a good idea.
No,
Anyways, back.
you should definitely
No,
show my
sh-
DM.
sh-
CoCap.
shut-
It was an accident because I wanted to put up a screen of like so that people knew I wasn't at the screen, but then as you can tell, I'm new to streaming, so
Yeah, and if you ever need any help with streaming, just ask. That's literally what I do.
okay.
I've guided and helped well over 80 content creators get into streaming, and about 15 of them are partnered on the platform. One of them is actually a Twitch ambassador now. And they now and again bring raid love back to me and appreciate what I've done for them. Some have forgotten about me, but that's just what happens. But if I can't grow, I help others grow and educate others into streaming. It's the only reason I don't grow, just my disability. We fully 100% know it's my disability. I can't guarantee what my next stream may be. If it's going to be a pain day, if it's going to be a mental day, will I look drunk? I literally cannot tell you what the next day will become because I have no idea. Another reason I stream every day, so I can go, oh, I actually did something that day. Before I used to stream, I literally didn't know what I did last week and actually had no recollection of it. So streaming lets me go, oh, I actually did something.
Okay.
It gets
On
scary,
here.
but after a while
You
you just get
teleport
used to it.
request. You sent a TP to me.
And then I forgot about it, and you accepted it, and it scared me. How did you do this? What in the world?
How did I do what?
This over here, the floating crystals.
That trick. That trick was shown
I
to
don't
me.
think you can do this anymore, can you?
Really?
They might
I
have
think
fixed
they
it, maybe
fixed
not.
it. If I
So
recall,
So definitely
there
don't
was
break these.
there was a patch now.
I don't see why.
Or-
That's not a bug. That's like a really cool building mechanic.
Icicles, moss, and crystals now pop off the block when they are connected to is broken.
Well, yeah, but
Oh.
You can't do it anymore.
I'm annoyed
No,
they
don't
removed
break
that.
those. They're special. You know, I miss my bedrock block.
Yeah,
What happened to that?
He
And how the
literally
hell
let
did
me
you get it?
permanent. Okay, so Energize, basically we were screwing around in a call of like 20 people, and everyone was hanging out in my room, and we were just chilling, right? I was like, "Hey, Energize." He pulled out TNT and placed it jokingly, and I was like, you know, I have a nice little area over here where you can just absolutely spam TNT, and he like blew up more than a quarter of my realm.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
And then I was like, you know what would be great if you kind of placed a bedrock block in this area here. And he was like, I mean, sure, it's not like you can break it. It doesn't affect the economy. Go ahead. And
And
you
then-
just gave me a bedrock block.
And then you want to
it's
know what
literally
I did?
photos
I
of
was
you
like,
saying
hey,
there's a
Ender,
bedrock cult.
can I have a bedrock? And then look at what he gave me.
Wait, what did he give you? He gave you a bed?
Yep.
Hell.
So he gave me bed and rock.
Oh. That's amazing, actually. If you wanted to sell that bed, you could, but no one would believe you that it was given to you by Underjazz. I was,
The thing that annoyed me the last couple of days is, you know how I had all my Christmas dragon gifts? Some moron decided to write on a piece of paper, IOU with Box's name, pay/drop 300,000 as a Christmas gift, and Box had to come and say no, he didn't give that to me. Literally, someone was trying to claim that Box was trying to give me money in a Christmas gift.
That's kind of funny though.
Kind of funny,
It
but also
is.
annoying. When literally, someone said they got my armor and just put a shattered set of armor in my chest.
I'm gonna start giving out IOUs for my race.
I'll give you 1 ruby if you bring this piece of paper to me. You just don't give them a ruby at all. Or no, no.
Okay.
You give them like redstone dust named Ruby.
Pringle, you want to know something that I'm really upset didn't happen this year for Christmas? You guys didn't add gift cards. It's like a holiday. Hey, buy a gift
Yeah.
for someone.
That would have been good.
I'm 90% sure one of the, I think like Robot or something said that they were thinking about adding a gift card system. Or
Yeah,
like a
that's
store
what-
credit system where you can buy store credit for someone else.
That's what I heard as well, and then Box started literally made it worse, and I think a staff was hanging out when Box was talking about it and changed their mind. Box started using the cards, like someone could buy a bunch of cards and trade it for real life items.
IRL deal.
Yeah, no, I think that's why they stopped it. I
Well,
think
no.
one of the admins were in the call at the same time, and Box brought up the idea of if I buy like 50 gift cards, I can use it to trade for a drag cape.
Well,
was
yeah,
trying to use
but
gift
no, yeah,
cards
you
to buy
can, but they
real-world
can't
trading.
then. They can't then take money out of whatever.
Yeah, it goes back to the server, but he was trying to like use gift
It's
cards as a
still
way.
technically an IRL
how to farm it. And it made this one person, I don't remember who it was, so angry because I started selling stacks of it for 1 ruby each. Because
that was
once
like
you...
kelp. You remember kelp?
Because
Kelp was
I had
so
I
bad.
had
They were
I had-
trying to sell like basil for like 1,000 rubies a stack, and I'm like, I have a farm that makes like stacks of this in seconds. I'm
Because
not gonna
one of my
sell it for
moderators,
that much.
Robin, saw someone
Okay.
on the chat literally on the market selling powdered snow for 5,000 a bucket. So he's found a friend from him and started selling it for like cheap as possible to make a bit of money, but not undercut everyone. So literally, people asked, he literally just gave them powdered snow if they wanted it. You could buy it, or
CoCap,
you could
can
just
I have
ask. So
food?
I asked, could I have some powdered snow? So he literally put them in my doors.
There you go. There's some food.
Oh, it was Crappy who I made really mad about selling it.
Crappy.
So he was making
Crappy's
a lot of cash
Crappy's a
selling
very
it overpriced.
interesting.
Yeah.
Because I've
Who
had
is
so many
messaging
people
me?
get mad at me for literally giving away stuff that I've just been given. Literally, some of the stuff I don't really like it. People give me stuff. I always have that stigma. I'm just a normal player, but I've had to learn now the way Minecraft servers work. If I get something, I think and I keep it. But if it's something that anyone can get, I will find a random player on the server and give it to them. I randomly found a key on the market for 200 rubies. I grabbed it. Someone was asking, how do I get cosmetics? I teleported to them and chucked them a key and said, enjoy. Yeah, someone sold
CoCap, how can you be this rich and literally have not a single food item in your chests?
Someone sold a key for 200 rubies on the market, a cosmetic key, and I found a player trying to ask, how do I get cosmetics? And I said, enjoy your first key, and I just chucked it to them.
Pablo.
Dude,
Okay.
there was this dude selling festive stuff. Like, he was selling, like, the bow and shield and stuff for, like, 300 to 1k. And I bought, like, literally all of them, and now I have, like, 3 or 4 of every event, festive tool.
Hey,
'Cause
Pringle.
This dude was just went on a hate,
Yeah?
like,
Why did they get rid of golden carrots?
did they?
What do you mean?
No, they are, and no, you can still get them. They're in the pink, they're in the reddish balloons only, but the rates are so bloody stupid that it's not funny. And most of the time, you maybe only get 1 or 2 carrots.
Basically they made them impeccably rare.
I've literally shot
You can
down
still get
more
them
red
from,
balloons, gotten
piglins.
more totems
Yeah, but
of keeping
why?
than
It's
carrot.
not like they're like enchanted golden apples.
I'm not joking, I've gotten more totems of keeping in the last week than golden carrots.
Yeah, it's a little funky. I don't know. The loot table might need a bit more balancing, but we also don't want to give everyone too much food.
What? A basic
Why-
necessity to play Minecraft. You don't want to give too much.
Well, yeah. Also, a big part of Minecraft is building like food farms and
Balance
stuff.
as well.
But
So
you
I
can't
still think-
craft golden carrots.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
can't even
that's-
farm them either.
That's part of the issue. Like, I definitely don't think they should be so rare, but I don't think like their original drop rate was way too much for sure.
Also, something that's public and it's hidden, it's an Easter egg, but it is public, is that golden vanilla crops will be coming.
Oh, and what was it called? The common key, I recall.
Yeah.
There's nothing known. That's not a thing.
Oh.
It
Nope.
was.
Remember a
Someone
lot of
will-
things
some-
that have been said, the leak thing, from what I've been told by other people that I've been told. Remember a lot of things are old textures from beta and alpha. Some things are just placeholders.
Mm.
And also some of them are just poured over items from Enza texture pack.
No, but I know for a fact that golden crops are coming because in the like golden crop announcement on Twitter, it's like a GIF going through all of the different crops, and if you pause it, you can see like golden carrots, you can see golden beetroot plants, like all this stuff.
But also things can change.
Yeah, I know.
Maybe they'll come, maybe they're not.
I'm really hoping common keys are a thing.
I mean, is there really a need for them?
Can I
No,
say
like
one
as
thing,
like
Pringle?
loot that you could get from
Oh.
like a chest.
Can I say one thing
Like dungeon
that
chests or
needs
something.
to be fixed as soon as possible? Please remove the crap out of rare keys. They're useless.
Mm.
They
No, I
are.
think they're nice
No,
as,
no,
like,
no, no,
balloon
no.
loot and stuff.
No, rare keys you spend $2 to buy them, and you get an item that's literally worthless.
I don't think they've been balanced recently.
Yeah, they're not balanced at all. Because literally, I
And
had
same
someone
with
say they bought a
legendary
bunch of
keys
rare
as
keys 'cause
well.
they were told
Oh
it was
no,
worth it.
legendary keys we've been working to
Le-
balance for a while.
Legendary keys are getting balanced, but I've heard nothing about rare keys getting balanced, and they need to be balanced because I've had people literally say they bought a bunch of rare keys because they told it was a good idea, and all they got was just a bunch of rubies that weren't really
The
worth
fact that
anything.
everything other than legendary key exclusives I can get in a matter of minutes shows how useless they are.
Okay, so
Legendary keys or rare keys?
Legendary, like platinum. Why is 9 platinum a reward for 3? Why is 9 platinum $3?
Yeah, you need to remove, with keys, the rules with servers with keys, you need to remove items that most players that are actually playing the server or getting into the server will soon realize aren't actually worth it. It devalues the item. Because then it makes the item pay to win. It makes people think, oh, someone with a key could just literally buy a ton of keys and just have all the resources.
I think the
Even
only
though they're
reason
not great odds, it adds that stigma to also people that the servers pay to win.
the
So
only
with
reason rare
cos-
keys have any use is to buy them for people to get them to VIP. That's the only reason I use them at all.
No, but just buy a cosmetic crate. It's so much better.
But it's more money, and I don't have money to
No.
spend
I thought
they
on
were the
words
same price.
now.
The rare
Are
and cosmetic keys are identical in price.
Same as, okay, you know, listen here. I didn't pay attention to that, if I'm being honest with you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
be
because that's
completely
the one
honest.
thing I get complaints by people, that they get a rare key, they buy it thinking it's actually going to be able to help them. And
You
they
can't
get
breed
something that-
allies, no, MD.
It's some things it needs to be fixed, because the thing is, there's no point having the key if there's items in the key that anyone can get. It devalues the items, but it also adds a stigma to players that have bought the key. Oh, if I buy 100 of these, I don't have to go mining.
But then there's the opposite side. If the keys only have items people can't get, then they're very pay to win.
Yeah, you've got to add the balance, but you need to take some item. You need to put at least some. If the items are in there, you've got to at least put them where they've got some value, like a bit more than what you get, because some of it is like, why do I even open up this key when I got that item? That's the thing. You open up the key, you get something that, like, I just wasted the key.
Also, I find it really funny how it's actually possible in the current state of the game to put, like, there are 13 possible enchants you can put on a heart axe, not a heart axe, on an axe.
It's funny.
And you can only put 12 slots on an item though, which is sad.
Well, that's kind of the point.
Yeah, I know, you're meant to optimize and pick and choose. But it's like
But
how
still a beta,
boots...
so things will change.
But I remember back in old days, you used to be able to put 13 slots or more.
There was like a slot bug.
I think slots were uncapped at a certain point.
There was also a bug where you could put multiple enchants that shouldn't supposed to be together.
Yeah, like look at my stream. Don't you love my boots? They're really balanced.
Octorok knows a little bit about it. A little special axe I literally just gave him like 10 minutes
I've
ago.
left down my inner chest, and it was just a memento, right?
And like
Use
my
some
sword.
combination that I use as a
Pringle, look at my
sword.
blade of death.
Hey.
Because the server, there's
I hate
some
that
things that
sword.
will need to be fixed.
Wait, my
to make the
sword?
server play. I know it's all beta, things happen over time. But anything that has a money value to, you might as well pass on to the next meeting, and might be a good thing just to fix keys as soon as possible, because they have a money value on them. And it's better to fix stuff that have money value on them to make them more fun, because if people notice the rare key has been updated with better odds, I definitely know people will buy them. Because most people say the rare key sucks. Then why spend my money on it? And then people think it's actually a good thing, buy it, then realise they've been screwed over, and then I've had people say they won't buy keys anymore. Because if they bought a bunch of rare keys and they got screwed over, why would I buy other keys?
CoCap.
Taking the keys is a
DMs
very
again?
risky thing.
Yeah, I
'Cause
know.
if you do it
What
too
do I need
much,
to do? Wait,
then
what?
The server's kind
Space?
of done.
Yeah,
It's over
I know it's
300
hard.
golems
I know
there,
it's
just wanna
hard.
let you know.
You gotta have that balance, and I know that it's always the hardest thing with servers to try to figure out that balance. But hands down, the rare keys do need to leave, and even just a little push.
I think something that they could do to add
just
more
take some
balance
items
to
out of it.
keys is make it so that with like in 1.0 they update the I think an ideal system would be keys being able to, like, you get a better loot table depending on the resource world you have access to, and then people can pay other people to open keys for them because they've got a better loot table. But then that causes problems with people scamming.
That will cause problems. I'm just meaning is maybe just take a couple of the items out of the rare key that actually doesn't need to be there, because there's some items in there that, why is it in there? It makes no sense.
Right now, there isn't enough items to put in keys for them to be worth $3.
I think more rerolls would be one good
Yeah,
thing,
that's
like,
another thing they need.
specifically the rare and legendary ones, so you're more likely to get like something you want.
Because that's the whole point of the rerolls, is to get something you want. But on legendary keys, it's like basically like slot machine gambling, where 90% of the time you'll get something that you hate, and then 1% of the time you'll actually get the thing you want.
Because can I say the things that should be removed from the rare keys? Ash enchantments should be removed because anyone can get them with just a book, and the ash enchantments don't really make sense.
How many do you get?
I think you get like 10 or something.
Okay, because a stack honestly would be kind of worth it. That's a lot of levels.
Bring it up, or even just remove the fertilizer because of the gardening update. Fertilizer is easy to get now. I don't really like opening a rare key and I get 4 fertilizer.
Yeah.
Well, maybe like a bunch of speed grow, but
yeah, or stuff like that.
No, it's regular it's multiplier, fertilizer multiplier, whatever it's called. Is in there, and you get like 4. You get 24 rubies for something that costs you $3.
Yeah. What I was told, the rare keys are from a long time ago. As the server grows, stuff needs to be updated, because if you don't update things from a long time ago that are store related, people get a stigma on that item, and you get different types of people. Most of the time you get 2 types of people. One person realizing, oh, I can buy a ton of keys because I got a lot of money, I can get all this free stuff. Or you have people that luck out and get a bad roll and realize, I'm getting screwed over, I'm not going to spend this money again, and they won't spend money on the server. So you've got to have a balance with keys where they're not too powerful, but they are not horrible. And the rare key is one of those great examples. There are really good items on them, but most of the time you get the horrible thing. Like with the Christmas balloons at the moment, there's some really good things in them, but there's too many things, so the odds you're normally going to get is horrible.
Yeah, the reason why it's a bad thing is they're all good, and there are people that would want them. But if you're going for a specific thing from the balloon crates, you need to spend so much time just to get it.
Yeah, and that's what I'm doing. I need so many snow globes, it's not funny. And that's one part of the item need. I need hundreds of the decoration for my build. So I'm literally asking for help in the community. Because I need them. Because it's only going to be one time around. Because this build is not just going to be a Christmas build anymore. It's literally going to be one of my major builds for my realm. I have many months of planned progress that I now want to do now. I have so much in the works that I'm now sketching down that it's going to be an awesome build. Once it's done, it probably will be done by March at this stage. I'm going all out with it. But I want to have a surplus of decorations so I don't run out, and if I don't use all of them, I'm going to give them back to everyone that helped, even the crate ones people have given me. So if I get a whole bunch, I'm literally going to just randomly put them in a random number generator, and everyone that's helped me with a build that has a snow globe, I'm just going to fill their snow globe that I customly build for them with the leftover decorations. For helping me. Because I don't think I'm going to use like 40 presents.
I just like holding on to them because I like holding on to them. And I've got plans to
Because there's plans for some of the decorations I want to use in future projects, so they will be used in future projects. But some, I don't think I'm going to use all of them, but I want to have them just in case I come up with an idea with some of them, and then I don't have them. So I'm taking any decorations from the balloons, and then any stuff that I don't use, we're giving back to anyone that helped with it. Literally, I've been making a list, and so far I have 18 custom snow globes I will be building based on stuff they like.
I'm so annoyed. I've paid so many people to help me mine out my realm, and still collectively, despite the fact that I've paid like 50k to people to mine out my realm, I've mined out most of it.
If you need help, just ask, and I'm happy to just do it for free sometime. I've literally helped tear people's realms apart when they leave.
Nah, that's fine, because I'm more just annoyed because I paid the people and they never paid me back, even though I was like, hey yo, I'll pay you this if you mine out the whole thing, and I'll pay you this up front so that you've got the money, and then once you finish it, I'll give you this. But if you don't do it, I would like my money back, and they never give me my money back.
Yeah, they're not going to give you money back. That's not how things work. They're not. I'm sorry. They'll never give you money back, and I'm annoyed. But people literally, they'll just. Run.
I mean, it's stupid for them because I have enough money and I can get enough money to pay them even more and give them more. And if they were helping and actually stuck around and helped in future, if I needed things done, I would go to them with more priority. But you asked Octa what deco. Other than snow globes, what decos you need? Because Elijah Fisher wants to
Christmas. I'm taking all Christmas.
Okay, there you go, Elijah.
I'm just taking all Christmas because I don't know, because the whole build is literally, I'm now making it a mega build. I have crazy ideas to literally, I now plan to put a whole dome over the build with giant crystal snowflakes made out of blocks hanging from the ceiling. Because you've seen my build.
I have.
Well, the wall is going up higher. I have now, because now that the deadline was end of Christmas. Now that I've chucked away that deadline, I really want to make this a proper whimsical wonderland. Because part of the build I'm actually making it to get back to the server. I'm literally making custom buildings for the team. The team members that did not get back to me, they're just getting an old English flat. Hey, Pringle, I'm making your lolly log with wood.
Hey, Pringle, are you there? Or did Pringle
leave? Yeah, sorry, I was distracted for a bit.
Are you on the server or
so
nah?
I've put you on my list.
You go, Octa.
I put you on my list because I reached out to many team members and many staff what their candies and stuff they like. You got back to me. Well, I'm still planning to work on that. Some didn't get back to me, so I'm literally chucking the ones that didn't get back to me into a flat. A giant gingerbread flat.
That works.
Wait,
and
so...
you can tell them because the reefs I'm using with the color of the, so if it's orange it's team members, if it's purple it's moderators, and if it's red it's admins. And also I'm planning to make something. So Ben reached out to me and finally got back to me on what candy he likes. He likes curly whirlies from Australia because he lives in Australia.
Curly whirlies are good at candy.
And I'm gonna make a giant billboard that's gonna be just curly whirly on it, and that's gonna be his house. Funny thing is, I know Ben. That's a lot of people don't realize. I know the co-owner before he even started on this project.
How did you know him?
He's a former owner of a 2 straight-in servers from back in the day, when I used to help administrate and do stuff for Minecraft NZ, and another person had Fruit Bites. I was technically his hoster. I was behind the scenes of a hosting stuff with Australian and New Zealand servers. So
wait, which co-owner?
He Ben used to run Minecraft or Orangecraft, because the thing is he used to account Sir in case, and I was going, is that you? And I couldn't figure out if it was him because the name, it couldn't have been him, so I just asked him, and he went, oh, because he used to own Fruit Server and Orange Minecraft back in the day, when it was known as Sir in case. But this is like 5 or 6 years ago.
Because I know the last thing Erase did was Craftadia.
Craftadia is it's a server that's out there. Oh boy, does it
Not-
exist?
This is his past way before he met literally before he knew anyone on the team. This is literally going back 2014, 2015.
Hmm.
Before he changed his name to Encase. He used to be known as MC Plays Encase, and then it was Sir Encase. I knew him from his Sir Encase days. And then one day he just dropped off the map. And no one could figure out what happened to him. I reached out to a friend, I found him, and he goes, "You found him? We were worried about him. He just disappeared one day. He literally stopped paying for his hosting and just disappeared." He went on hiatus and then started working on this project.
Good old okay. Thoughts on Craft Area?
I know it's not owned by a race anymore.
Oh, okay. Well then.
You know, he
then,
doesn't
okay,
own
so I'm
any of
allowed
this
to
stuff.
talk as much
These
crap
other-
as I
the
want.
two
on it, then.
servers still exist, so the Australian servers still exist.
No.
At
You
least
can
I
find
don't
them,
think
but
he's
he no longer
involved with
owns
it.
them.
No, I think he's still considered a co-owner. It's just he doesn't
Maybe.
co-own.
I have no idea if he's involved with it, but I haven't heard anything new from them.
what
Why
I've
does he
seen-
have? Oh, I've got streamer mode enabled. Oh, that's what's happening.
Yeah, streamer mode on Discord is broken. That thing's broken. It says you're live, but it should give you a little orange thing that's your name that you are live. Most of the time it doesn't bloody work. Yeah, because you never know who you're going to bum into life. Literally, I just up and asked him, "Are you this person?" He goes, "Yeah, that's me." And I go, "That's what happened to him." Because the thing is, I looked up the name. It was owned by someone else, so we just thought. But no, he changed his username. It didn't let us know that he chose his username. Because if someone just disappears from running, and then just disappears out of the blue, you think the worst.
Hey Pringle, what are you doing at the moment?
Not much really. I was actually gonna get heading off pretty soon because it's late for me, but
Fair enough.
I'm just kind of chilling, reading something
Also,
on
I found a
Discord.
render of your with Qbot sleeping, and I've taken that image that you did of Qbot sleeping, and I've made it a 3D model in my program, and I plan to make that as one of the masks for my mega build that I'm planning to build underground. If you look on my stream, I can actually show you.
By the way, Elijah Fisher is Wizard Narf, so if they send a TP
Oh,
request-
that's who they are. I couldn't figure out who that person was. There's so many people changing names that I forget who are who. So I'm going to screenshot you what I made. This is literally my inspiration of your thing that you did, your render of sleeping Qbot. So this is what I'm going to build in my realm in the future. It's mostly a homage to you.
Pulling up
What?
your stream.
Oh, I put it on stream.
I
gotta
remember
wait.
when
Why is it
Stella...
on that
Oh,
screen?
that's fine.
Bad computer, not that screen. Do my other monitor. Thank you. No, not that monitor. Stupid computer. No,
True. Based.
that one. So I found your image of your sleeping Qbot, and that's going to be one of the masks. This was going to be my chest room, but I've decided I'm moving my chest room to an alts realm to keep lag down. So literally, my chest room is actually going to be built in my alts realm in the new year. So literally, all my resources are going to be moved to an alts realm, so I can keep on working and not have to worry about a laggy sorting system or laggy items all around lagging up my realm.
Yeah, that is cool.
This is now going to be turning into a kind of biome thing. So these portals are going to get expanded, and these are actually going to be recreations of the different biomes and regions of the server. So in the future, I'm actually going to have of the dungeons. I literally found the image of the dungeon mobs, and I recreated them. I'm really good at voxel art. It's taken me years of practice. Literally, I took the image and recreated them in 3D. From what I saw. This one is my favorite that came out.
Yeah, that one is nice.
Okay, hold on one sec. Hello, guys, in the stream. that music being over means that I've been streaming for over 3 hours now. So that means it's my longest stream ever, but I'm starting to feel really exhausted from that. So I'm probably gonna wrap up the stream here. I'm going to, I don't know, yeah, but today's stream was really, really fun. I really, really enjoyed it. It was nice talking with everyone, doing the proper discussion. It was really great. Yeah, if you enjoyed and you haven't subscribed, but you stuck around till the end, please subscribe. Because I'm very, very close to 400 subscribers, or I may have literally just overpassed it. So thank you to everyone who stayed through, tuned in for any part of the stream. That was really amazing of you. And I'll see you guys next video or stream.